just waiting for the host to pull up, y'all. Okay.
Yo, RB, give bro his bean. Every time he on the flow, they don't want to. Every time he on the flow, he can't even get his fucking bean. That way he can move his own people around.
Okay.
I appreciate that, Web. Appreciate that. Is Peasy in the room?
I don't see him yet. Hold on just a second.
I see y'all who room was that they was just in?
That was their room. That's why, they all had the beams and was like controlling the narrative. And they was kicking people out that room too. I had brothers messaging me that they was getting kicked out as well, out of that room.
Nah, we don't want nobody. I mean, I don't understand. Shit, if Crips can Bloods and get on the stage and have a conversation, y'all definitely should be having a conversation.
That's what I was thinking. And the way they spinning the narrative just didn't match what we came up there for. So
from what I was hearing, and you guys really pushed the your R&B, let them pull 8 people up. I want all 8 majority of people up top. You guys go off the Bible.
Correct. That's correct. Everything we do is based off the Bible.
It's based off the Bible.
Right.
Now, I've never compared. What intrigues me is it seems to me like you guys have compared the Bible and then have really studied the Quran.
You said we didn't study the Quran?
No, you do. It seems to be like the Hebrew brothers, y'all didn't study the Quran because you guys are able to, like, I'm listening. I know when somebody just talking versus somebody that's talking about, they know what they're talking about. And when y'all speak on the Quran, it's always in depth. It's not like a shallow thing, right?
Right.
And
I think the point.
And one thing that it got swept under the rug is when I asked Brother Pet Bull about the lady, y'all said something about the Quran supports being aggressive with women or something.
Striking your women, but the word they use is strike. I would say beaten, but I believe the word it says is strike.
So when I asked Pet Bull about it, they said that was in like the old Quran, old version. Like, and he kind of said like how you guys have a New and Old Testament.
Yeah.
I don't know what that is. I don't know what's what.
I ain't never heard that one, but the only way you can have a new Quran is if a new prophet came to like revamp it. And as far as I know, Muhammad for them would be the last prophet. So like from an old New Testament perspective, Christ would be the representative of the New Testament. So at least
Christ would be the form of Muhammad.
Right. If I was to make a comparison, of course, Christ is way better than Muhammad. But in that comparison, yes. For the Quran, what Muhammad is to the Quran, Christ is to the New Testament and the Old Testament. So
everybody don't need a bean on me.
Oh, that's not me beaning people. I don't know who do.
I'm not passing out any beans.
Yeah, I definitely not beating nobody.
Yeah.
I didn't beat anybody.
No. Listen. It's the Israelite brothers as they stay. They can bean who the hell they want to bean, but I don't want to get to a situation where somebody come boom the room, because from what I'm understanding, R&B, like you told me, every time they trying to get their point across, they getting kicked and muted and all this type of stuff. So,
absolutely,
it's a learning thing for me. I ain't got no dog in the fight.
If I could, Wack and Cap, Salaki, if I could, Cap.
Oh, you got it up.
I was beating people up, Wack, because I'm 100, but I'm ISUBK. That's Cap. That's my brother. You feel me? So,
cool. No,
but I'm 100, so I was beating up all the people that I fuck with. You feel me? So
I just
y'all
about shimmy all shot rock.
Don't do that though. We can handle that, Shapeezy.
No sweat. I'll let you handle it. No sweat.
Yo, well, shit. Any Muslim brothers came?
I don't know, but
Hey, Cat. Hey. I just want to say, to the point of the Quran, there's only one author of the Quran. That's Allah, and the Arabic language is, and we all know this, is one of the hardest languages to translate into English. So the Quran has many different translators, people who have translated the Quran. Now, I've asked multiple times in the chat, what translation is the brother reading of the Quran? What translation is he reading? Because the translation of the Quran that most Muslims read, the Muhammad Ali version, does not say that. I have it in front of me. So I was just trying to see what translation, who translated.
The Ali version? Is that the version
yes.
you said?
Yes, I can PTR the front cover of it, the version that we you know what I'm saying? So it could be, and again, this could be a conversation of translators translating a word, because the word strike in Arabic, as my brother has told me, in who lives in Nigeria right now. I've been on the phone making calls about this. I've been talking to student ministers, trying to get them to get on Club Ass. No. Because you brought up something. I went straight to the Quran. I don't see the word strike. I'm lost. I see you keep saying it, and I'm like, I don't.
You ever see,
hold on,
you get me, Cap? No, you get me, Cap?
Let me tell you where to find it, bro.
You get me? No, he did. He said 4, 34, 35. I read 36. I even took this in my PTR. What I'm saying is, I was trying to see what translation, because again, I'm not the type of person to get on here and we gonna do all the back and forth disrespect. I am not doing all that.
Hold on,
the brother dropped. No. Pat, listen what I'm saying.
Bro,
the brother dropped a point.
Bro. They never did none of that. That wasn't
I know, Mac. That's what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that he said something. It was a good point. And one thing we do in the nation, right? Again, everybody got their own temperament. I've been saying this, whatever. But the way we do it is, if we don't have the answer for what you're asking us right now, we are not too big to say, I personally don't have the answer for that. I will come back to you with the answer for that. That's all.
Did you find the answer? You said you ain't did.
I just gave the answer I got is what translation is he reading? Who's the translator? And I also was told that Arabic is a language that is hard to translate into English, and the word that they're using, strike, means many meanings in Arabic. One of them means deny, does not mean hit. So that's what I was told. So again, I'm still doing some more. I'm digging some more into it. No, I'm saying I'm digging more into it, but that's all I know so far.
Hey, you know how when with the Bible, right? You can have what they call an NIV, NLT, all these different new translations, right? And so the new translations kind of get watered down. You have some that are called it's mentioned as a thought-for-thought translation, meaning the translation is what we think it means. So that Muhammad Ali version would have to be that one. I'm about to power my laptop up. I'll give you the exact. Unless Qadazai, you got the direct translation on you. I'm about to power my laptop and give it. We have 3 different translations from the Arabic. So if we were discussing the Bible and there was a problem with the words, we would look it up in the Greek or the Hebrew, and then we would have to look into it in the context of how it's being used. So the word deny can't be applied, because the deny is one of the things that you do in punishment when you deny her sex. So that's what you could do to you. Things as punishment is her sex. So right can't be denied because you're already denying her sex. So, Kadas, I don't know if you have it on you now to read it. I
don't have it to read it. The surah was 4 and 34, but I got something in English. You know what I'm saying? If you go and you look at an old interview from 91 with Shahrazad Ali, you know what I'm saying, when there was a whole bunch of controversy about her book, in that same interview, she taught that she learned that it's okay to strike a woman in the mouth because that's the portal in which all her disrespect comes from.
Damn.
Where did she learn that from?
Wait.
You know what I'm saying? So it's Shahrazad Ali in the 1991 interview. Y'all can go watch this video. It was an excellent interview, by the way. You understand? On a show called Vibrations, WFSU TV, 1991, 1.6 million views. It was uploaded 4 years ago. You go watch that interview, and she will express how she does not condone domestic violence. However, she was taught that it's okay to strike a woman in the mouth because that is where the portal of all disrespect comes from. Who did she study under? Where did she learn this from?
I don't know. Wait, we got that? Can we play that? We got the clip. We can play it.
I'm about to post the link up at the top. Give me a second.
Yo, ain't nobody in here with I
ain't got the minute marker. I'm just running off memory right now.
Yeah,
next time, bro, had like them receipts.
Copy. Yeah, that's what they like in the 100. We got to have them receipts.
Yeah, we have it because at that point it kills a lot of the argument. And argue it's just a
right.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like
I think if you could tell from their response to it, like that kind of lit up the room. Like it was all nice and peaceful and stuff like that. Oh, we doing this. And just to be clear, we not attacking. I think them brothers was taking it wrong. They looking at it like we attacking them as brothers, as black men and work and stuff that they doing. That's not what we attacking. What we are attacking is them saying the Bible, the Quran was the authority, and us knowing what's in that Quran could be dangerous to the black community. And that Quran, if it says you could beat your woman, again, you telling me I can't do it. But the Bible, the book you telling me is authoritative, is telling me I can. So that's what we spoke about, and they never really want to deal with that question or deal with that equation when it comes to
so which book is older, the Bible or the Quran?
The Bible is older. The Quran comes into play, Muhammad himself comes into play, I think around 600 AD.
622 AD was the year that the first Quran is said to have been written.
So that's 600 years after Christ, after the prophets. And then he's somebody, when you do the history of the... I'm sorry, somebody was saying something?
No, that's crazy. So that means for 600 years, the law of the land was the Bible.
Correct. And the other important part is that, I only teach the Bible because I believe we Israelites. If I wasn't an Israelite, I wouldn't read the Bible just like I wouldn't read the Quran. That's the other part. So just to give a background from our perspective, we teach that we are the children of the book. Even when the Muslims call a white man the devil, they get that from the Bible. They don't get that from the Quran. Because we always knew that the white man was the devil, like that. So everything that we teach comes directly from the Bible and from that perspective. Just so everybody could be clear on our position.
So how many Muslims, brother, on stage? Just one?
I'm up here right now. Did you grab who the translator of the Quran? Well, I just posted a picture, and if you want, I could read what it says to me, just so nobody think I'm lying. I could read Surah 4, Ayah 34, 35, 36. I could read the whole thing.
It's Surah 4 and
right. Pull up Brother Ben
section.
To go?
All right, Surah 4, the woman.
I sent him an invite. He's not coming up.
This Surah 4, it is it's entitled The Disagreement, it's called The Woman. This is part 5 of the Holy Quran. Disagreements between husband and wife. The Holy Quran is a book of laws that, we use to govern how we operate, right? And this section, it's in my PTR, so I didn't want to, that's what I'm reading from right now in my hand. 34 section 4, chapter 4, 34 says, men are the maintainers of women, and with what Allah has made some of them to exalt others, and with what they spend out of their wealth. So the good women are obedient, guarding the unseen as Allah has guarded. And as to those on whose part you fear desertion, abolish them, leave them alone in their beds, and chase them. If they obey you, seek not a way against them. Surely Allah is ever exalting. And if you fear a breach between the two, appoint a abiter from his people and an abiter from her people. And if they both desire agreement, Allah will effect harmony between them. Surely Allah is ever knowing and aware. That's 34 to 36. Nowhere does it say strike. Nowhere does it say hit. Nowhere does it say punch.
Who's the brother talking?
That's Brother Kazim, the one who started the room with Wack and Pitt. And, yes, sir.
I'm just trying to go.
And Cap.
I'm just trying to go to your PTR. You said that the version that I read from is Al Tasafir. You can go right to altasafir.com. one of the most credible sources, if not the most credible.
Who's the scholar? But who's the scholar? That's the thing. You got to look into the scholar, the scholars. The scholar. It's a lot, bro. And that's what I'm saying to you, brother. Like I was trying to stop this whole disagreement from happening because again, you read it.
A few scholars
we don't read every scholar, bro. And this and YG not in the nation. He's a Muslim.
Hold on, let him answer who the scholar was.
So you have a few. You have Tasafir al-Hassani, Rashid al-Din, I don't know how to say all these Arabic names. My Buddhist Kyle. I could pin the link to the top if y'all want to just go to it.
Hey, so Z, can I say something?
Yes, I got it. Bro, it's an open floor. It's not my floor. It's cat floor.
So look, I'm not Nation of Islam. I'm a Salafi. I'm Muslim, though. And it says in the Quran, it doesn't say that we should strike our women. It says that there are 2 steps. It said that there are 2 steps before we strike our women. They are verbal. If
correct,
you talk to her verbally,
right?
You talk to her verbally. If she disagrees, then there's another step, and then once she disagrees with that step,
wait. What's the other step?
Run down.
What's the second step?
You run down all the steps.
So listen.
Fuck all that, nigga. We want to know.
Let me be sure what the second step is before I say it.
I don't know if the second step may say spit on her, nigga. We want to know what's going on.
The second step is the third step.
So when you go to the
wait, hold on. The third step. So the third step says strike.
Let me go to this. I'm about to get the information on the second step.
Hold on. I'm gonna.
I got it for you. I got it for you, Big Famous.
This is withholding information, man.
Yeah, that's what they doing, Wack.
Exactly.
They don't want us to bring it out.
Big Famous. The second step is to take away sex from her.
Right.
That's
what the second step is.
Okay, so now what's the third step, Big Famous?
The third step
and before we even get to the before you do the third step.
Wait, hold on, Cap. The third step is the what?
No,
the third step is the strike. The third step is the strike.
So the first step is to give verbal warning.
Verbal warning.
The second step is to take away sex.
Physical pleasure.
And the third step is the striker.
Not only physical pleasures, but as a Muslim, you know, we pay all the bills. We do everything for the woman.
Yeah, we understand all that. We ain't talking about paying. Listen, Israelites pay bills too. We ain't talking about
that. So you take away the pleasures of the woman.
I just want to know, are we talking quranic or are we talking hadith? Where are we going, bro? Because it's deep, bro. Let's stay Quran.
Hold on, Zim. So did you know what they was talking about?
That's why I'm asking. Are we talking hadith or Quran? Why? Because now why it gets different now. Are we talking hadith? Because hadith. Why? Well, hold on. Why? Ask me a question. Listen. No, because he's saying steps. There's no step. I just read. Go ahead.
You tripping.
No, y'all tripping, bro.
Hold on, man.
It's a bunch of different type of religions inside.
And you know what?
If Sunnis, all of them practice different shit. Y'all pit terrorists all in the same.
And every word is translated. I'm gonna tell you what I got from it. I'm gonna be real, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna break it down.
This is what I got from it the other day, right? When I first heard it, I didn't doubt it. But what I got from it was this. I understand the difference between what are Muslims in the Middle East, right? What they practice. I mean, some of them women just got the privilege to drive, right? And I understand what the Muslims practice or black Muslims practice here. I did not doubt that the Muslims over there at one point, right, that was law. But I think when this came into play here on this side, what y'all stand for and represent, I don't think that was ever part of y'all practice because I've never heard of the Muslim sisters not being able to vote, drive, and shit like that. Right? So when I heard it, I didn't think it didn't exist. I just thought it wasn't something that the FOI Muslims practice. That was just my assumption.
And Wack, when I first spoke and brought it out, and even as I'm saying up until this day, I know they don't teach that. But the problem
But you was on the law part, and if it's law, if you saying the Quran is law, then you saying you guys...
I could break it down right now.
Y'all getting the Arab culture mixed up with Islam.
It's a lot of that. It's a lot of that.
Bro. Hey, bro, that culture, bro... Are you saying that culture over there?
No, sir. Arabic culture is not Islam. No, sir.
So you said when I go to Saudi Arabia, hold on.
No.
So you telling me when I'm walking around Dubai,
right,
and them motherfucking sirens go off, wherever you at, and they breaking down praying.
You know what? You know when they wearing the all black and you can only see their eyes? That's not even in the culture.
No,
Arabic culture.
I'm asking you is this.
Yes, sir.
When I'm over there and I'm in a mall, a restaurant, wherever I'm at, and them damn sirens go off and all them people stop and go to praying and doing their stuff, what is that?
That's Islamic culture. That's not Arabic. That's not Arab culture.
That's the calling for the prayer.
That's the calling for the prayer. That's for all Muslims, Islamic culture, to go pray.
Okay, so they're Muslims, right? And Muslims read out the Quran, right?
Yeah, but there's Muslims all over the world. It's not Arab. It's not their thing. It's for the.
Hey, I got the YouTube clip with Shahrazad Ali.
We got Arab Muslims, we got Arab Jews, Arab of everything. Arab is just it's a language. It's not the religion. Islam is the religion.
If I could,
this is what I'm saying. When you get in that Middle East, the chief religion is what, bro?
Arabic.
It's a lot of religions.
I just put that link up.
It's the main one, but I'm saying it's not.
But there's a lot of religions. Like they got Christians in Lebanon and stuff like that.
Hey, I think y'all muddy in the Middle East. Y'all muddy in the corner, man.
Cap, your mic is low. Hey,
one mic go Cap. Go ahead, Cap.
I appreciate that link at the top for Shahrazad Ali. The minute mark is 33 minutes to 35, where she talks about
R&B grab that.
women getting striped.
Grab that.
It's right at the top. The minute marker starts at 33 minutes to the 35-minute mark. That's where she talks. And that bringing up that Hadith was a distraction.
33 to 35.
Con.
Yeah.
If I say con, that means like, yeah. Bringing up the Hadith was a distraction. It's saying that the Arabs are not Muslims. That's retarded because Muhammad was a Muslim, gave it to his people. We just were oppressed when we took it. Like like Christianity was forced on us with the sword, Islam was forced on us with the sword. There's three major components to this transatlantic slave trade.
You confused me with that. I thought all them people was Muslim. When I'm over there,
he don't know what he's talking about. Yeah, he don't know what he's talking about.
No, I definitely know what I'm talking about.
Nah, you don't know what you're talking
about.
My
grandmother took Shahada. What do you mean, bro? I've been Muslim my whole life. My whole family Muslim. See, but Cat, bro, you can't do that, Cat. No,
you diverting it though, Zine.
No, I asked a question. No, I didn't
you diverting it, bro.
Brothers. Listen to my voice, brothers. I'm not even being combative. I understand we've had a combative couple of days. Listen to me, brother. I'm not coming here for none of that. I'm not doing that. I'm just saying to you, I asked a question. Was that Hadith or is that in the Quran where the
and
brother
I said to
you,
there was no need to mention the Hadith because it's not. We not talking about the Hadith, so you ain't got to mention that.
But do you get what I'm asking? Okay.
I do get what you're saying because the Hadith is not the Bible. Not the Quran. So I get what you're saying. That's why I don't like to go to the Hadith because you'll say that's somebody afterwards. Everything you talk about is in the Quran.
No. And the reason why I asked about Hadith, to be 100% honest, is because I wanted him then. My next question was, can you point to me where there's a 2 or 3 step process on how we deal with our women? I want to read that.
It's right in the Quran, 4 and 34 to 35.
But I just read that.
It's a woman that you fear rebellion.
It's not in the Quran.
I just read that.
Wait, it's not in the version that y'all are reading, but I have two.
So then,
one is by
that's what we trying to say.
We're not moving the goalpost.
Hey, one mic don't care.
You asked me a clear question when you say, are there different translations? And I agree with you. There are different translations. And then I made a comparison with the Bible having different translations where they changed the definition of words. So you have to go to the Arabic to see if it's saying what it's saying. Right. I gave y'all the website and I named the different translators of that. Another one is Tafim al-Quran. Surah 4 and 34, it says, men are the protectors and maintainers of women because Allah has made them excel over the other. And because they spend out of their possessions, thus righteous women are obedient and guard the rights of men in their absence under Allah's protection. As for women of whom you fear rebellion, so if you fear, your woman ain't even got to start an argument with you. But if you fear she's rebellious, admonish them, remain apart from them in beds, and beat them. Then, if they obey you, do not seek ways to harm them. That's what the steps are. So that's in the Quran. I'm not making that up.
Captain Cesario.
Hey, Salaki, if I could, sir.
One mic.
Salaki, if I could, sir. What was that minute marker for the vibrations?
33 minute mark is where it starts. Right, Kadazar?
It starts just before the 33, ends somewhere around 35, and she not advocating for it. She goes, but we can't stop it, so it's an open hand slap. It's better than
33, the beginning of it, right? Correct?
You could start at 33, and then...
so it's 33 seconds into the video.
No, 33 minutes. 33 minutes, Salaki.
Okay.
33 minutes.
33 minutes to 35.
Right. Go ahead, Corey.
Yeah. I was just gonna make the point because I don't know if the brother is really kind of understanding what we saying, because he keeps saying hadith. We're not talking about hadith. We're talking about a literal translation, and we're talking about more prominent translations than the Muhammad Ali translation that you guys exclusively use. But there was many more translations that the entire Islam utilizes, like the Isupk Ali, and the Isupk Ali literally says the same thing. But if we're gonna argue the Isupk Ali versus the Muhammad Ali translation or the other translation, then let's just go to the Arabic. The word daraba, that literally is there for the word beat, means strike. That's what it means. So even if you say it means to touch her face lightly, no, the word in Arabic means strike. That's what it means. So you
Maumi just said that the strike is like a feather. You could touch her lightly.
Hey man, let him finish. I'm not finished. See, that's the issue. So what I'm saying is strike. That's what it says, strike. So let's say if Captain Cesario, the brother is a pretty tall brother. He's probably double the weight of myself. His strike is different from my strike. So we're not arguing the level of strikes, because his strike is different. And his woman's size may be different. But we're talking about the terminology strike, meaning physical harm. You cannot get around that, and we're ready to have that conversation with anybody with any translation. And let's go into the Arabic. Whoever would like to step up for the term Islam or the Muslims or the correct Islam. We're talking about the Quran right now. Let's deal with Surah 4 and Ayah 34. Let's deal with that.
It's plain and simple. It ain't that hard.
The Hadith is Bukhari or Muslim.
We're not talking about the Hadith.
Why you keep bringing up the Hadith, man? We talking about the Quran. Yeah, Corey. Yeah.
You see, we not talking about the Hadith. We're not talking about tafsir. We're not talking about none of that. We're talking about what the Quran says in its original language. The word daraba means strike. Does anybody want to unmute and say the word daraba does not mean strike in the Arabic? Anybody?
Daraba does mean strike, but it means it in a different way, meaning if you
okay, so let me listen to the brother. Start over again. What you said?
Shahrazad Ali, an established writer.
Hey, R&B, you got the audio real quick. Let's listen to the audio real quick. Hold that thought real quick. All right, hold up. Go, continue, Corey. My bad. Go ahead, continue.
Oh, okay. If she's still looking for it, I'll continue. Somebody comfortably unmute.
That was Trucker. Go ahead, Trucker.
And no problem. And Trucker says daraba means strike. Now we've gotten somewhere.
Right. No, I'll tell you exactly what it is, man. I ain't gonna sugarcoat shit. I'm gonna tell you exactly what it is, because I am an Arab Muslim from the Middle East, and daraba does mean strike, but it means to talk to your woman first, and then don't give her sex. But the third does mean strike, but it also means if she's a psychopath. Because once you talk to a human being and they don't get it the first or second time, obviously she's going to blow in your face and she's going to start throwing stuff at you and doing a lot of crazy stuff. So as a man, you have a right to defend yourself.
Hey, if I could, Cap, can I ask a question?
So he tried. Even the Arab yielded. Wait, before you say that, Corey, even the Arab yielded that it's strike, so we can get rid of that. But then he tried to remix and say she a psychopath and you got the right to defend yourself, as if she's attacking you. When the text says, if you fear rebellion, she ain't got to do nothing to you.
If I could, Cap, can I?
It says if she disobeys. It doesn't say if she is a psychopath and is trying to kill you. It just says if she disagrees.
Hey, Corey, if I could.
She doesn't want to do what you told her to do.
If I could, and Cap, I want to ask you a question. Since this whole thing stemmed from a room about the solutions for black people. Now, is it not?
Okay, so whenever y'all ready, I got
you. Let me just chasing. I want that to be
all right, Cap.
Go ahead,
I got a question. I got a question for you, Cap.
Okay.
Isn't it a big stereotype that black women are the main women that go off on their men?
Yeah.
Okay,
that's the number one stereotype.
According to the Quran, Salakia. So according to the Quran,
I know where you going.
If like the brother Trucker said, if she's being psychotic, which is subjective, because like a man can say that a woman is psychotic just because she don't want to do what he say do. But if we talking about stereotypes, which I don't really want to do, but since we talking about the black community, we got to use the extremes. So let's talk about the extreme. If we talk about the black women that they so-called need to be fixed or whatever, these are the women that they saying are the crazy ones that smacking their husbands.
That's why I brought it up.
Hard. So is it okay for us to smack black women in that case if you read the Quran?
But wait, Shapat, how about we do this, right? Because the sister right above me, she has a clip where a black woman who is a Muslim is condoning this and saying
can we hear that clip?
With it. So can we hear the clip?
Yeah, I think we right on time with that. Let's hear the clip.
What here seems like it's just so radical. Are willing to make a lot of concessions now and cooperate a lot of other kind of ways to keep from having to do any of these things that I list in here. So I have letters from black men who just write and say, listen, thank you. My wife is cooking better meals now. I have letters from children that say, thank you. My mother quit her second job. She's home with us now at night. I have had black men walk up to me on the street in New York and reach out to shake my hand and say thank you and just burst into tears and say thanks. Hey, I thought I'd never live to see the day.
Not to jump on your case or anything here, but just to say in defense, how many of those women are afraid of an open-handed slap in the face?
That's a terrible thing.
You have been accused of advocating violence.
No, see, that's a misconception. I'm trying to stop violence in the black community. Now, we know, Raven, that domestic violence is at an all-time high in the black community. Black men currently are kicking us, blacking our eyes, knocking our teeth out, stabbing us, shooting us. They're doing a lot of horrible things to us. All right? So what I'm trying to do is to put some direction on that. One of the problems we have is that we don't know that change happens in degrees and stages. So if we just tell our men don't hit women, they're not going to do that any more than they're going to say no to drugs. That doesn't work in that way just to give that kind of instruction. So let's first put some controls on it. Let's get our men to recognize that they don't have to go off and brutalize us with their fists and hit us with weapons and kick us in the stomach and hit us in the
But
breast.
it's okay for him to hit me with his hand?
Wait a minute. I'm saying that if I can stop black men from kicking and shooting and stabbing and stomping black women and get them to just lightly tap us in the mouth, I will have saved a lot of lives and preserved a lot of families.
What kind of logic is that?
Well, they're not going to stop doing it completely.
That sounds like
the reality of the statistics. 40% of our women are brutalized. So I'm trying to get the men to stop doing that to us. The Red Cross suggests the same motion, and nobody's ever jumped on them. If a person gets hysterical, you slap them in the face to bring them back around to reality. And I'm not even saying a hard slap. And let's go over there, because that's something that's confused all over the country. I'm so tired. That's the national anthem of black women. Now, at first I thought they were really upset, but I think it's been kind of a smoke screen. They're trying to use that to get black men not to read the rest of the book. Okay, this is what it says. If the black woman is brutalized repeatedly, the relationship will fail, and the black man will possibly be arrested and charged with cowardly abusing a woman. This is not the goal. Make no mistake about it. No black eyes, no punching in the stomach, the breast, no stomping, and no uppercuts. Analyzing the options available to the black man when the black woman's mouth, verbal abuse has been proven to be just as violent and harmful as physical abuse. When her mouth becomes uncontrollably disrespectful, they total only a few. He can walk away from her, leave the house, and get drunk. We know men do that. He can go to his other woman and complain. He can quit the relationship, leave the woman. He can try to argue back and lose. Nobody can out-argue us, okay? Or he can seek counseling or sympathy from friends. Now, those are the only options any man has when a woman is running off at the mouth to him. Or he can offer her a sound, open-handed slap in the mouth. That doesn't go from point A to Z. There's a lot of other options in there that our men use. I'm just describing what happens. Ordinarily, when he gets to that point 6, it's not a slap. It's a brutal hit with a fist.
Could you pause that real quick?
I'm trying to stop him from doing that to us. And I'm trying to
And the reason being is because, to me, it sounds like she just described the exact instructions in the Quran. It doesn't just, there's steps. It doesn't just go from point A to point B. But there's an escalation, and it seems as though the last resort is to strike your woman. Now, this is a black woman brainwashed by Islam and writing a book convincing other people this is acceptable. Where did they learn this from? The Quran.
If I could, real quick.
Or she just a woman with her own way.
Hey, Z, real quick. I just want to just let it be clear that we are talking about what the Quran says. So I know y'all trying to make it seem like, you know what I'm saying, this is an attack on NOI.
Do not say that, beloved.
Bro,
like,
we read it, bro.
And the brother just read it out the Quran too. The brother just read it, bro.
Bro,
no.
He went into the Islam. He went to the Arab. He went into the era, bro.
Listen,
Trucker just.
I understand, but you didn't even let me land my plane, bro. You guys.
Trucker, if I could, Trucker, before you, I'm gonna let you go right after this. Trucker, you gave us everything we needed to.
Y'all just played the Queen never said it came from the Quran, bro.
No, Trucker. What I'm saying is, what you said is, you said you were you are an Arab man and an Arab Muslim. You know the Arab language, and you said, well, it does say strike, but you know it's if she's psychotic, and if you putting all these different stipulations on it, but all we said was it says to strike, and that's the point. The point is that when you escalate a problem with a black woman, if you're going by the Quran, then it says the last step is you are allowed to strike. And that goes against what the Bible teaches.
And if I could add, Shapat, here's the difference. Remember, hey, hold on, stop talking for a second. Remember, Wax said he knew it was in the Quran, but he didn't think the NOI teaches it. And when I spoke Saturday, I said the same exact thing. I'm not saying that NOI teaches you can strike your woman. But when we talking about following a book and they choose the Quran, we have to look into that book, because on subject domestic violence, even when Shahrazad Ali was talking and even said a man should hit him, what was she speaking about? Domestic violence that takes place in the black community. So if I take that Quran and read that Quran and it tells me I could strike, even if I'm an NOI member and I strike my woman, you can't do nothing to me, because the God that you tell. You got 90 days out of the march, bro.
Just listen, y'all. Just let them finish. Listen, you would be right, though. No. Listen to the whole sentence.
Be quiet.
Listen to the whole sentence.
Just be quiet. You would be a hypocrite. Because let's say if you do discipline me for hitting my wife, but then I tell you, you told me the Quran was the authority, that that's from Allah. So either it's from Allah and I can hit my woman, or it's not. Why are you punishing me for something that Allah says I could do?
And again,
you would be a hypocrite.
But it's just like you telling us that version of the Quran you reading is the version you got to read.
The Arab just told you it said strike. The Arab just told you it said strike. I just read the translations that said strike. So stop talking about translations and just deal with the reality.
Deal
with the reality.
So you can read a certain translation of the Bible, and that's the way it's going.
No,
I'm telling you that there's different translations of the Quran, and you saying that I got to go with what you going with. That's what I'm saying.
No, I'm not telling you to go with anything except the definition of the word.
There's 1,000 Bibles out there. We're not telling y'all which Bible to go to.
And let's say if you bring up the definition of a word in English, we would just go to what the word means in Hebrew.
And we said that the Arabic doesn't translate.
Stop talking.
So
Corey read the definition of the word. Corey read the definition of the word in Arabic, which was the strike. And then y'all try to remix it like it's a light strike, hard strike, but it is strike. So let's get around the whole translation thing. If you punish a man for beating his wife because the Quran told him he could, you're the hypocrite and you actually don't believe in the Quran. Because if you did, you wouldn't punish him for something that Allah said he could do.
Right.
It's that simple.
In your translation and understanding, that's what you're saying.
First of all, I didn't translate nothing no more than you translated anything.
I've never been taught I could beat a woman and use the Quran as a way. I've never been taught that in my life. My grandmother took Shahada 3 times, bro. I'm telling you this, bro. The minister
I'm missing the point, Z. Listen to me.
I think you missing. See,
I'm not missing the point. You don't want to understand what I'm saying.
Here's what you do. Tell me what my point is. Do this for me. Tell me what my point is. Tell me what my point is. Tell me my point.
Everybody be quiet. Let Big Z go.
Can I tell you your point? So you
no, not you. Not you. You
are.
This is a black
You're trying to
conversation.
get us. You're trying to get us to denounce a piece of the Quran. We will never denounce any scripture from any person. Bible, Quran, all of the scriptures.
This is a black conversation, but you put me in the middle when you had a.
You're not getting the point then.
Hey, so because that's strike, right? So strike according to the word.
Y'all muting the brother is crazy, bro.
Means nobody.
Yes, they are. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. That's why they ran this play. That's why they did it. Come on, bro.
We not muting
We gotta be real, bro. Y'all not being fair, man. Y'all not being fair on this right now.
We not muting him, Zim. That's
my word is bond to Allah. Y'all muting me. What are you talking about, bro?
We not muting you, Zim. We not muting you.
You see what I'm saying? Come on, God. You see what I'm saying?
Zim, if you looking for a way out the conversation, bro,
I'm not looking for a way out, bro.
So just listen in, bro. Just listen.
Let him rock.
So just listen, bro. Just listen.
Yeah, let me chop it up with Big Zing. I actually just told or asked.
You sound low as hell, Corey. You sound low.
But Corey, real quick, right? Because this is like one of the largest levels of cognitive dissonance I've seen.
Right.
The same brother, right? That he started this conversation saying that you are not an authority on the Arabic language. There is an Arab man on stage who told you that the context means to strike and even said that you can hit your woman. You won't agree with Shahrazad Ali. You won't agree with any translation.
Who said that? No, sir.
Nobody said that. I got it.
It's on the replay.
I'm gonna let y'all do y'all thing. Y'all got it. Pit. Just fall back. They got it, bro. Y'all got it. Here we go. I'm gonna listen. I'm gonna listen up. I'm gonna listen up. 60 years the minister has been teaching. He's taught to many.
You missing it, bro. You missing it, bro.
Yeah, y'all keep muting.
Hey, make sure no Israelite.
Now y'all missing it.
Muting anybody on
it's somebody from the 100 side. They muting it up. Y'all can win.
You guys need to stop muting people or else speaking on stage.
Yeah,
so don't mute anybody. That's why there's limited mods. So the reason why we wanted to keep this fair. So there is no muting or no kicking down. If we continue to have that, we will only have 3 people up here modded.
Hey, Captain Cesario, and just real quick.
Well, go ahead, Kadazadi and Corey, you got it.
So now, like, the point that I was making was you have a legitimate man who identified himself as an Arab who knows the language. If he is not going to be an authority to you, no one will. So you cannot turn around and try to justify it. You just got to hold that evidence.
Allah is the authority, and he know that too.
Well, you don't agree with Allah being the authority because if somebody beats their woman, you're going to punish him for what Allah said he could do. That's what you're going to do.
Ask him, is he the authority of the word or
either Allah is the authority? Is he Allah? Either Allah is the authority and that brother can beat his woman, or Allah is not the authority.
And let's talk where you can beat your woman.
Come on, bro. Don't say that, bro.
That's not true.
Okay, maybe the word beat offends y'all. Okay, strike it. Ask a black woman if there's a difference between beat and strike.
But that's what I'm talking about right there. That's a dance move, bro. Now, come on, man.
Hold on.
He said that's a dance move right here, dancing, bro.
Zim, hold on, bro. So strike, according to the etymology, means to deny. It does not mean hit or physically harm. Y'all can research this.
People, you talk about the etymology, the English etymology.
English. We ain't going off the English.
The Quran does not teach abuse nowhere in the Quran, bro. There's a difference between. All right, go ahead, bro.
All right, thank you. The word is daraba.
See, now you want to change words. Come on, bro.
He's saying the same word.
Man, this dude's talking from the other room, man. Can you hold the mic? I can't hear you.
Wait. Okay, look, I'm coming as close as I can. I'm sorry if y'all can't hear me. What I'm saying is the word.
Yikes.
Come on now. The word is daraba. The brother said he's going to the etymology of the word or the definition of the word. I have the word in front of me.
Go to the etymology of the word strike.
I have it. You just talking right now, so just allow me to speak. What I'm saying, the Arabic word for daraba in the etymology, meaning the definition before time, in ancient time when it was written, means strike, hit, cut. So I will provide my source if you provide yours. So what I'm
PTR that shit, Corey. Just PTR it right quick.
I got you. I'm just trying to ask the brother. The brother who said that, I think that was Pitbull. I don't know what that's.
Bro, I just said, look up what is the etymology of the word strike?
No, I'm not talking about the etymology.
What is the etymology of the word strike? Because in the Quran and the Surah it says strike. I'm just saying, bro.
Wait 1 second. Y'all don't understand the argument you have. We have a mutual client. Can somebody mute that? All right. So what I'm saying is you don't understand the conversation you had with all due respect. So just listen. What I'm saying is we're not looking up the etymology of the word strike. We're looking up the etymology of the word daraba, which is the Arabic. So we want to see how that word moves over time.
But the brother just... And also, you reading out of a Quran that we don't even read, brother.
Let me finish. What I'm saying is the Arabic word for daraba is in the translation you're reading from. Your translation is English, but it translates from the Arabic. And when it goes...
Corey, I got a question real quick to him, because you belabored your point. You got a good point, but listen, I got a question for y'all. How many versions of the Quran is there?
Man, you could write a version of the Quran right now. I'm saying you.
No.
What are you talking about?
That's your whole argument.
We bugged out with that, man. Fall back, man.
Wait, dude. Come on, man. Can y'all answer the question? How many versions of the Quran is there? Trucker, you answer it, Trucker. Trucker, you're the brother from Arab. I mean, you're the guy from the Arab nation. Answer that for me, please, man. Just answer it truthfully. How many versions of the Quran are there? Trucker?
I'll answer for him as one version in Arabic. Many translations.
Okay, wait. Stay right there, Zine. Corey was saying that we are going into the Arabic understanding of the word daraba. That means that we're at the ground zero of the Quran right now.
But you also just
wait, Pitbull, wait. Listen, Pitbull, just follow me. Just walk with me. Pitbull, you gotta walk with me. Pitbull, you gotta walk with me. Just listen. If we're gonna go into contextual criticism, and we gotta deal with the bottom line, the ground zero words, and then move forward from the ground zero words. So like I'll use us as an example. If we wanted to go into what the Bible says, and y'all bring up, hey man, the Bible say you could do this, that, and the third. The first thing we gotta do is we gotta go to, okay, it does say that in that version. And the Bible got 1,000 versions. So what we gotta do is we gotta go into the Hebrew, because the Hebrew haven't changed. So we go into the Hebrew, and we're going to dissect what the Hebrew says and what that means. And if that means the same thing, then we gotta address it. So what we're trying to get y'all to address is what the Arab is saying, not what the translations are saying, because we understand already that y'all have 1,000 translations, and we're trying to figure out what the Arabs. It's not 1,000 Arab translations. According to every Muslim I've talked to, they always say that it's only one Quran. That's what they always talk about the Bible. They always try to say that the Bible got different versions and the Quran only got one version. So if we're gonna go off of that, of the strength of that alone, then it's only one version of that verse, and it's the one that says daraba. So what does daraba mean? Corey, explain what daraba mean. We need y'all to address that, not strike. We need y'all to address daraba. That's the Arab word. Address the Arab, not the English.
And in the Quran, the brother just read to y'all, don't have that in here. So what Quran are you reading that from, beloved?
Hey, Trucker, is daraba in the Quran? It's not.
Can I answer your question?
Yes.
Because earlier when I was trying to speak, man, you said this is a black on black conversation, so let it.
No. Well, I mean, you are on their side. You're on their side. So we're trying to get you.
At the moment that you was talking, you was interrupting two black men talking, and it wasn't necessary. Now is the time where you can talk. That's how that works. Go ahead, Shapat.
But brother, I with all due respect, right? Just because this Islam, we can't do that to our brothers.
Okay, Zine. That's why. Zine, listen, Zine.
That's fine.
Listen, Zine. What you not understanding is we understand Trucker is on y'all side. That's why we giving Trucker a voice right now.
Right, and you know I'm only saying, I'm only saying that out of because again.
I understand. You gotta politic. You politicking. That's how y'all gotta do it. Look, I understand, bro.
Hey, I love y'all brothers, man. For real, bro. I wish y'all all hear that. For real, I don't got no problem with y'all.
Listen, we love our brothers too.
For real, bro. We just go. For real. We gonna get past this. We gonna figure this out.
Okay, so what does daraba mean?
Trucker, guys.
Trucker, that's the question on the floor right now. What does daraba mean? No, the question is daraba in the Quran? That's the first question.
And is daraba in the version that y'all read?
Is it? Oh yeah, is it in the version that y'all read, or do y'all have a different version? Because then is there different versions of Quran?
I'll answer that question real quick.
Who is that?
This is Brother Dandy. So this is the reality. Whatever Quran you pick up, that is a translation. It doesn't matter if it's Maulana Muhammad Ali, Yusuf, it doesn't matter. If it has the Arabic written on one side and then a translation on the other side, it doesn't matter who the translation is, the Arabic on the other side is the same. So yes, the word daraba would be each of those books in the Arabic side.
Right.
Then the person who translated it will give their translation on the other side. So
right.
Arguing about that point, whether it in a lie or anything like that.
I'm glad you said that, Daniel.
I appreciate your honesty on that.
In the Maulana Muhammad Ali translation of the Quran, if you speak Arabic and you read the Arabic side in that book, it's going to have the Arabic word that is in the same language or Arabic as it is in the Isupk Ali translation. Every translation that has the Arabic version on the other side, the Arabic is the same. It doesn't change. That's what they're saying. So we shouldn't be arguing that part at all.
Right.
Translate, whatever it's translated to don't matter. Listen, I'm glad he said it.
Also, you have to read what daraba fully means, though, my brothers.
That's what we talk about, people.
Okay, so daraba means to strike the wife or to separate.
No, not the wife. You can't pull. Okay, you can't make it about the wife. You just got to say what the word means.
That's
like it means to strike repeatedly or intensely,
or to separate from. To strike or to separate from. Come on, bro. Just don't get one half of the definition and not read.
Can you show that part? I'm looking everywhere for that. Can you just PTR that part?
Yes, sir. Hold on, beloved.
Appreciate it.
Well, you gotta look at my PTR while he's doing that, and you'll see what it says.
Who's that talking?
Trucker.
It's spelled with a T. That's what he's saying. Like you drive trucks.
No, he writing a trucker, but that's not a definition, trucker. You just Googled that. Like, can you go to a source that has a definition? Like if all right, let me give you an example. Let me give you an example. Hold on, real quick. Before we get there.
Daraba, D-A-R-A.
Daraba. I'm gonna call somebody right now.
Salak, if I could, sir. So this what I mean, trucker. When if you ask a Hebrew Israelite what a word means, and we have to go to the Hebrew, you'll see a brother pull up like something like a Strong's Concordance or Brown's Driver Briggs or something like that, where we can go into the definition, the definitive words, and define it from the ancient script. So that's what we ask you for. We not because I could just Google anything. Like, we want you to go into your source and show like if we wanted to look up the definition for strike in English, we would go to a dictionary and pull up a screenshot of the Webster's dictionary or what do you like? What you just pulled up? It looks like Wikipedia. You pulled up Wikipedia.
Hey, Shapat.
So what you're looking for is the verse from
No, that's not what we looking for. Listen to me. Just listen to me, and I'm gonna tell you what I mean. What I mean is we're looking for the definition of the word, not the breakdown of the verse from somebody. We're not looking for that.
Can we pull up Brother Cam, Ben X, and the rest of the? I think they raising their hands.
Yeah, they raised their hand. Got them.
So when I look it up, it says to strike, smite, stamp, beat, liken or strike, to cite, to journey, to draw or cast, to pitch on, to stamp, to set up, between, separate, striking, smiting, etc. Journeying. Those are all the definitions that I found of that word.
Hold on. I'm gonna make a phone call real quick.
No problem.
And I'll get it.
You have to take that in.
Hey, get on the phone, man.
So,
hey, can Shapai hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you, Corey.
Hey, Shapai, even when he PTR'd that Google definition, you know it did support our position, right? Like,
hold up.
He didn't even. Let's see if we can glance at that.
Now here you go, right here. I'm gonna screenshot it real quick. Let me pull it. I'm gonna read it for you. It says Muhammad himself never hit a woman and forbade beating one's wife or striking her face. Another hadith narration of the farewell sermon appears in Sunan Ibn Majah. The Arabic phrase mentioned above is here translated to hit them, but without causing injury or leaving mark.
See that?
It said, hit them. Hold on, let me reread that. The Arabic phrase mentioned above is here translated, hit them, but without causing injury or leaving a mark. So I got a question for any black woman on stage, R&B, you on stage. Can I hit you without leaving a mark if me and you get into it?
And how you pull a source that didn't help your position, bro?
Was that commentary?
Absolutely not.
This is something that. Oh wait, listen. Let me just be clear. Slack it, Cap. I'm sorry. I just want to be clear about this one thing, and I'm gonna let you have it, Cap. That's what Trucker pulled up. The Arab-speaking gentleman. He pulled up that. We didn't pull that up. He pulled that up and used it as his source for that verse. So y'all got to talk to either the NOI don't agree with the Arab Muslims or something ain't connecting, because he pulled that up on y'all for y'all.
To the top for a good definition.
You
say something, right?
Man, only thing I was saying is how you pull a source that didn't even help your position.
But wait, Cap, I gotta challenge that, Captain Contextual, because Trucker's original position was that it meant hit. Now he isn't a Muslim, but that was his original position. When I challenged the Arabic, Trucker said it means strike. He said it clean. The rest of the guys is defending the Quran from from an ignorant point of view. But Trucker clearly said the Arabic meant strike, and he just pulled a Google to support it. So we got the actual dictionary or lexicons in the etymology to demonstrate that. In the Arabic, they keep talking about a Muhammad Ali translation. We're not talking about no Yusuf Ali or Muhammad Ali translation. We're not dealing with translations. We're dealing with the actual Arabic. Daraba means strike or hit or cut. That's what it means. So it's
No, Corey.
He said I didn't.
If I could, real quick, let me say this one thing before I let y'all go. You know, Pitbull, it was heavy. You said that. That's so heavy. You said that, because when we talk to Christians and we tell them what the Bible really says, they say the same thing. I ain't never heard that. Yeah, they ain't never taught me that in the Christian church. The problem is they not teaching us.
I never heard of that.
Okay, this is what I'm saying. Let me break it down. So I respectfully, me and you chop it up. I love you, brother. Listen to me. Hear me out. This is what I'm saying. I'm an Israelite. I teach Christians what the Bible really says, because they don't go into the Hebrew and get the definitions and contextually criticize. Like Wack was saying the other night in RB's room, where he ran into that Christian, and he said he knew what a book of God was, and Wack had jammed him up because he said there is no book of God. Christians don't understand exactly what the Bible says a lot of cases. So we have to tell them some stuff in the Bible too that they have never seen before. And what we do, how we verify it, is we go to the Hebrew and we verify it through the original language. What we're trying to teach y'all right now is that your teachers haven't been teaching you what the original language says. Because if they were teaching you what the original language says, then you would have a confliction in your beliefs. Or you have a confliction in what the NOI teaches versus what the Quran says you can do.
Hey, I just pinned a link up at the top with a breakdown on this word daraba. Anybody can click the link at the top. It says daraba, to strike, to stamp, beat, to liken or strike, to cite, dispute, to journey, to draw, cast away, to pitch on, to stamp, to settle between, to separate, striking, smite. This is also confirmed by the Lexicon excerpts below, where we note that daraba and has been rendered as to turn away from, leave, forsake, abandon, avoid, or shun, which goes to, I think the brother was saying, it means to turn away. The argument is usually advanced that as the preposition and is absent from the particular text in the Quran. The word ira ba dahana cannot be rendered as shun, turn away, and therefore must retain the meaning to beat them. There is no similar comparison in the Quranic term in the form. So although that word can't, brother, I just put the link at the top. You can read it for yourself. It just broke the whole thing down.
Right.
So that term, the way it's written in the Quran, you cannot use turn away from based on the way it's translated, based on the way it's written in Arabic in the Quran. That's what
I'm going to prove that wrong.
No problem. Prove wrong.
Oh, I got the floor. You going to finish?
No, I was done.
Okay, yes, sir. Because we can't have our Hebrew Israelite brothers think that they're going to teach us the Quran.
Hey, Malcolm, real quick, I'm about to let you go, but what we've been saying, also, Trucker said that, and he's an Arab Muslim.
Right.
So he said the same thing.
I'm not worried about that because we ain't beholden to their ways.
Okay, all right, so you're hearing from him. Right,
follow the same book, but not behold. Now, I agree with you, though. Now, just to be clear, Malcolm, I agree that y'all don't behold to their ways because in the Middle Eastern world, they're going to use that to beat.
Yep.
Y'all are not. Yep. So I do agree with y'all, and that's what we have stated this whole entire time. The argument is not y'all teach that you can beat your women. That is not the argument. Argument is that the Quran allowed you to. I just want that to be clear.
Hey, Salakia.
No problem.
Hey, Salakia, really quick, just 5 seconds. We've had conversation with not even just an Arab Muslim, but African Muslims who agreed that they agree with that ayah, that they would strike their wife.
Well, that's fine.
That's fine.
But we gonna debunk all that.
Land either had either law. That's not in the Quran.
We gonna debunk all that today. Okay. So first, let's understand the historical context of the Quran, because during that period of when Islam was being, a reformer of those Arabs of that time, they were in a state of jahiliyyah or in a state of ignorance. So it is imperative that we know the proper historical context with dealing with Prophet Muhammad at that time.
Hey, point of clarity real quick, Malcolm. Real quick, point of clarity. Are you saying, and I just want to be, because I was kind of confused with what you just said. I'm not trying to take you off a point, but are you saying that part of Quran, that they were saying they wrote the wrong thing in the Quran at that point in time?
No, I'm going to give you a clear example, because it don't say to beat your wife, right?
It does not state that in the Quran.
Hold on real quick, family. Real quick, right? Because it doesn't make sense, right, that God will give the command to the Muslims to beat your wife, but we have direct quotes directly from Prophet Muhammad that says, did not beat your wife, right? But he's the servant of Allah. So why would Prophet Muhammad, being the servant of Allah, contradict the God? So is Prophet Muhammad more righteous than the God?
The real question
isn't everything in the Quran from Muhammad? Right,
no,
as told to him.
It's from Allah through Muhammad.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I mean when I say that. So for you to say, so we're reading in the Quran, so you're saying, I'm assuming somewhere else in the Quran it says don't hit your wife, right?
Oh, yes.
Okay,
that's a Google. Get an actual prophet out the Quran, then PTR that. Don't Google nothing and put that on Quran.
What are you talking about, family?
That's somebody on your side talking, Muhammad. That's not our people.
I don't think I mentioned anything from Google.
No, that's somebody from your side. That's not our side. But okay. So what I'm trying to understand is, it sounds like you're saying that they didn't know what they was writing in one part, and then they got it right later in another part.
No. Let me clear it up.
Okay, please. No problem.
Yes. So Allah gave the revelation to Prophet Muhammad, right? So according to your understanding, is that Allah sanctioned or commanded Prophet Muhammad to say it is okay to beat your wife in the Quran. But what I'm saying is that how is that possible? Because we have other writings of Prophet Muhammad telling his followers to not beat their wives. So that would mean that Prophet Muhammad is in straight contradiction to Allah.
Can I give you an example of how you like?
Hey, okay, so check your text messages after.
Oh, Salaki, sir. Salaki, sir. Matter of fact, just Malcolm, just go ahead.
You got it. Oh, no, it ain't that deep, but if you could just.
No, I gotta check. All right, yeah, Salaki. So you're saying that the Prophet Muhammad contradicted himself because what we read is hey, can you turn that down for me real quick, please? Salaki, y'all. Hey, so she watching American Horror Story. Salaki, y'all. Hey, shout out to my rib. I love her to death. All right, so look, y'all. Hey, so are you saying that daraba? Because this is the point of contention that we have right now. This is what we arguing. Let's laser focus in on what the contention is. Is daraba meaning strike in the Arabic, and based off of what we read in the breakdown that we got posted up at the top, it has the whole breakdown of how that vocabulary, how based on the vocabulary, that it can't mean this because of the wording. And you'd have to read back. Cap just read it. I had to go back and read it exactly. So are you saying that daraba does not mean strike? Is that what you're saying?
No, what I'm saying is because I'm actually on point of what I'm saying, but I have to lay the foundation so you understand the actual context of the time. The word daraba has over 100 definitions. Did you know that?
Not 100 from the article that I had. I don't want you to, if you could, because I know you're gonna think we keep interrupting you. If you could kind of not ask things as questions, because I really just want you to get it out.
I get it out.
But without you understand what I mean? That way it don't seem like we interrupting. See, we different than the Muslims. We not gonna cut you off in your speech. We want you to get it.
Here you go. Just like Pitbull said something about y'all purple uniform, we not gonna do that. We're 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 not gonna talk about the
one mic on Shafir.
So Mike, before you get the floor, just don't phrase it as a question, because then it's going to make us think you actually asking us something. You just want to teach. You understand? You just want to teach your position. Shapat.
Okay.
Did you want to say something?
Yeah, I want to say one thing. Hey, R&B, could you give us a quick reset right quick for the 600? She on the phone. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna try to do this. This is my first time, y'all. So, hey, y'all, welcome to the 100 ENT show, man. The title of the room is Captain Tazariak says the NOI won't face the light? Question? Exclamation point? Face covered? What are we talking about here? We got the NOI here. We got Captain Tazariak and a couple other captains of the ISUBK representing the Israelite community. And we're trying to get to the bottom of some things, some questions that people may have had based off of a room that we had a couple of days ago. So what I want y'all to do right now, we see about 142 shares, 625 people in here right now. I need everybody to click share, man. I need everybody to ping in all your partners, all your Christian friends, all your Muslim friends, all your non-denominational friends, your atheist friends. Let's ping them in here and let's show them how real black men discourse over some issues. You understand me? These is black issues that we discoursing over, and we doing it in love of brotherhood because we love one another and we want all the truth to come out for the black community. Thank you. Shalom.
That was fire, bro. Good shit.
Wait, hold on, no, because I don't want it to get away from Malcolm.
No, I just want to ask a question after Malcolm.
You got it, Will, after Malcolm,
okay,
Will.
Yeah, let's go. Yeah.
It's like Will, I know you as a moderator. I just didn't want Malcolm to feel like he wasn't going to be heard. We not doing that to the Muslims. We going to respect them to be able to talk. So Malcolm,
go ahead, Malcolm.
See, like, come
hey, man, Malcolm, it's all love, bro. Golly.
That ain't nothing but fact.
I get it. You again,
nothing but facts.
The word daraba, the word daraba has over 100 different definitions, right? So we got to understand what is the Quran's standard use when that term is being used, right? So whenever the imperative verb is drib, right? Because the word daraba, the word, hold on one second. The word daraba is the root word. But we have to understand what is the word that is actually being used by the Holy Quran, right? So that's not how you say, daraba is not how you say that word in Surah 4, Ayat 34. I'm going to find the proper word.
That's Surah An-Nisa. That's what the thing is called. The verse is called.
Right.
Surah An-Nisa.
Right. So the proper word is idribu huna. Idribu huna. Daraba is the root word of idribu huna. Okay? So when we and it is an imperative verb. It's used in the Quran to denote strike, whether idiomatically or otherwise. The Quran always qualifies it drib, by making it clear by either one or both of the following. So here's the qualifier when you saying that you want to hit something or hit somebody, right? And this is how we're gonna be able to make a distinction if this word in Surah 4, Ayat 34 is actually saying to hit somebody or hit a wife. I'm gonna make it clear so y'all can understand the Arabic, because none of y'all are Arabic scholars. I'm not even an Arabic scholar, but I do research. One, it says what object to use to strike with. Basically, what are you striking the individual with? A hand or a stick, or what are you using? Two, what part of the body or object that you're using to strike. So all the times, here are some verses that mentions in the Quran when somebody is being struck or hit, or an object is being struck or hit. Surah 2, Ayat 60. Strike the rock with your staff, right? There's the two qualifying factors. I'm striking an object with my staff. Surah 273, Ayat 73. Strike him with a part of it, a heifer. Surah 7, Ayat 160. Strike the rock with your staff, right? And then I got several more, right? However, only in Surah 4, verse 34, do we notice that the imperative verb, idrib, neither tells us what object to use to strike with, nor what part of the body to strike. So without qualification, Surah 7, Ayat 160. Strike the rock with your staff, right? And then I got several more, right? However, only in Surah 4, verse 34, do we notice that the imperative verb, idrib, neither tells us what object to use to strike with, nor what part of the body to strike. So without qualification, it would be difficult to conclude that the intention of the verb was ever to strike. If idribu huna was translated in the traditional manner to strike or beat them, then such an isolated, unqualified rendition would leave it wide open for any aggressed husband to beat, strike his wife in any manner, wherever he wanted, with any amount of given force. Therefore, verse Surah 4, Ayah 34 does not fit the Quran's usual qualification of idrib when rendered to strike or beat.
Where did you read that from, bro?
The link I put at the top. I'm assuming that's where you got it from. So now, when it says it don't tell you what to strike with, do you have to tell a man what to strike a woman with?
No, that's propaganda.
That's not propaganda. Once again, I did. I'm the one. First of all, no problem. I'm the one that brought the link to the table. So again, it don't have to tell you what to strike a woman with. Just like it don't have to tell you what to strike a man with.
No.
We all know what strike means when it says strike.
Yes, sir.
Hey, if I could, real quick, y'all. Hey, Paula, you got your mic with you handy? Can I ask you a question, Paula? I know Paula give me a good answer, because Paula, me and you done talked before. Hey, Paula. Hey, Paula, if me and you got into it and I struck you, does it matter what I strike you with?
Ain't nobody striking me.
To strike something from the record, you can strike a person from the conversation.
We asking black women, do they? Come on, that shit is crazy.
That's actually
This is nasty work, bro. Because they said you could strike a person. Hold on. Everybody relax. Who just said you could strike person from? What did that person just say? Say that again. Now that right there, even in English fits. That strike means to remove them.
No.
So now, yes, it does. If you're striking a person from the, why are you disagreeing on that?
Brother Cat. Again, this is where y'all making the mistake.
Wait. Don't stop me yet. Don't do that. When he said you can strike a person, you can remove them, which fits what y'all are saying. So now we got to look at the context of how you deal with someone you deem is turning on you, because that's the subject. The subject, if you fear rebellion, that's the subject.
Can I real quick.
I saw my question.
Can I offer a perspective, please?
Even Bowling Alley got strikes.
Again.
Bowling Alley knocked them pins down too.
Yeah. To strike, you got to knock every pin down, all 10 of them.
Real quick.
I'm
the one dealing with
Alfonso.
Right?
Alfonso, real quick, right? Because we've read multiple translations, and some of these translations, when you read them, they have certain things in parentheses that are not a part of the text, but they're given context. So I'm looking at one right now, and in the middle of the verse where it says translation, it says, as for those. And in parentheses, it's saying, wives. Now we know who it's talking about. Whose misconduct you fear, parentheses, first. Advise them, and if ineffectively, keep them away from bed, and parentheses, as the last resort, beat them. This is another translation where they all agree the context is striking your woman.
Hey, I'm about to put another link at the top. He talk about scholarship. He read the link I put up there. You look up that because he said that the strike has to tell you what to strike them with. When you look at the link, which is the same word, it'll tell you, and it'll give you the parts of speech and using the word hit or strike. He was mean towards the animals and hit them. That's that word hit is daraba. It don't say what he hit him with, but the word daraba is in there. Same thing. I hit hard. I struck 2 blows. So the logic that you're trying to use to make this mean, just make it mean not strike, doesn't fit the narrative. I put another link at the top. Anybody can click it. It'll break. No problem. Anybody can click the link. You can click the link too. I helped you out the first time.
Real quick. I wanted to answer the question. My man can correct me. He could check me. He could choke me in bed if we fucking or something like that. But he's not striking me.
Can I offer perspective?
Give her a hand. Give Paula a hand. That's black women don't need to be strike, Paula. And I agree with you. Black women did not deserve that. Black women we are brought in their wombs. You understand me? They are a perfect part of our existence on earth today. I love black women. We never strike them.
To beat our women.
No, that's not it. That's not it. That's not it, people. That's not it, people.
I still have that question.
Get in when I can. Who was that said? Who was that said they want to get in?
What dialect did Muhammad speak?
because that's really where the root of this conversation is.
King John,
dialect,
that's not the root. King John.
Hold on, you cut me off.
You
what
asked the question,
asking
right?
is, you guys keep talking about translations. Everybody's talking about translations, but first you got to start with what was originally said, and then you have to find the closest translation.
King John, where have you been this whole time we've been talking?
We're the only ones spoke. Yeah, that's all from the Israelite side.
I've been saying that the whole time.
Just for clarity.
Listen, I shouldn't have to keep asking you to let me finish. So what I'm saying is this: the original dialect of the speaker, Muhammad supposedly, was a Hijazi dialect, right? In the western region of Saudi Arabia. Now, that region goes all the way down near to the bottom of the Arabian Peninsula. So that would include Yemen. So it's also possible that that dialect is heavily related to Sabian or Sabaic Arabic, right? So go to the oldest dialect from that peninsula and then take those words and make those comparisons. For you to keep using translations of Arabic, and you've never told me, and I'm talking about to the Israelite side, and I'm an Israelite, little do you know, from the Israelite side, you've never told me what kind of Arabic are you even comparing it to. On top of that, it's all in the Afro-Asiatic family. So if we're gonna sit here, if we're gonna sit here and really do this, let's do it right and go back to the source and then make the comparison.
So the source is the Quran.
What are we talking about? There are close dialects. Excuse me. There are close dialects for us to go back to really get the answer. And I'm not talking about anything in the last 600 years.
Yeah, if I could, right? Real quick, right? Here's the problem. A dialect is a pronunciation. The dialect doesn't change the definition of a word. Like, we have different dialects of Hebrew. You know what I'm saying? We speak Lashwan Kodash. More famously today, of what the modern people speak is Ashkenaz, Sephardic, or Yemenite.
Assyrian.
Yeah, but you champion Trucker as the authority on Arabic.
You gotta let him land.
Nobody interrupt me. I've been on mute this whole time. All right,
hold up. After Captain King John get theirs off, we're gonna let Will ask a question because Will been waiting for a question for a long time. I know, but Will, hey,
that's heard what the brother said.
Come on, bro.
Hold on a second. Let Kadazar and King go.
Let them go real quick.
Let Kadazar and King go, and then Will after that. Go ahead, brother.
We got you right after Will.
Appreciate you. So what we're talking about is that even though you have all these different Hebrew dialects, it doesn't change the definition of the word. So I could pronounce Judah Yahweh, you could pronounce it Yehuda, but it's still Judah Yahweh praise. So no matter what your dialect was, that's like saying, because we have different dialects in America, you further north you go, the less you pronounce an R. So you got somebody in Boston who says car. New York, we say car. You say car. It's the same word. You're not changing the definition off of a dialect. And what we're talking about is the context of the Arabic word and definition, which means to strike, to beat. And in the context that several scholars are all saying in multiple translation, it means to beat your woman.
Okay,
Wait, it's King John.
Did you get my message?
I can't exactly agree with you with that to absolute, because the further you get away from the roots of something, it gets diluted. And then things even change as you get in different regions. So what I'm saying is, you go to the oldest of the old to find out.
Cut out, bro. I don't know if it's just me.
King John,
you hear me now?
Yeah, you could.
Yeah, we can hear you now.
So for us to use a diluted version of a language that started somewhere, and then to say that definition it holds true to the original, that's incorrect. That's why there's so many definitions and varying ways to use the word. Because those different dialects have gotten away from the true source of the word. Let's be honest. Like, you can't use.
Hey, can I ask a quick question real quick? Peace. I got a real question. Wait, hold on. We said Will, stop. Everybody relax. Will's gonna go. Unless Kadazar has something else to say.
No, I appreciate it, because I'm trying to get context, because are you confusing dialect with translation? Because like dialect is just how you pronounce a word. And there are different dialects inside different regions. Dialects do not change the definition of a word. And that's what we're saying. So if you're saying translation, I for sure agree that there are certain words, terms, so on and so forth that can get lost in translation when you go from one language to another. Okay, well, I'll finish my point. So you can stay on mute. So with that being said, you cannot turn around and try to use dialect as a cop-out if this word is staying in the same definition and context throughout all of them. So that point doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, it actually does if you open up to listen. What I'm saying is this. There's different versions of Arabic to this day, right? How many versions of Arabic is spoken? I'm sure you're aware there's several versions of Arabic being spoken now, right? Yeah, okay, so that's why when you find different words that you try to translate into, say, Greek, English, that's why. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why when you find all these different definitions, it's because it's varying versions of the language that have gotten away from the root. The Arabic language has taken the trip off the Arabian Peninsula. So what I'm saying is, and I don't know why you'd argue against this, let's go to the root source. What's the fight against that?
No, but that's what I'm saying.
You went to the same Arabic that Muhammad spoke? Because I haven't heard that all night.
And they don't understand it.
Okay, this is what the language.
Nah, that's a nice slogan.
That's like retarded, because once again, you're talking about pronunciation. We're talking about what's written. Shaphat turned around and said, how many variants of the Quran are there? If you were to turn around and then show deviations inside the text, inside the original language, then you'd have a point. But you cannot change what's written, even if you can change how it's pronounced. Which means
we are trying to figure out what the speaker originally meant, though.
You'd have to go to the original source in order to see where it's changed. The word is the same, so unless you can prove the definition changes, you have no point.
Can I say something real quick? Hold on. Malcolm, hold on.
Hold on, wait, y'all gotta let Will stop.
Everybody, yeah. Matter of fact, yeah. Everybody hold fast.
It's on Will. It's on Will. Let Will talk. He's been patient.
I mean, I don't mind listening to Discord, but I have like, I have two questions actually. So is the striking of your wife a part of their law?
That's the argument we're having.
Absolutely not.
Not the Nation of Islam, of course. Nobody has put that on them all night. But
that is true. No. That's true. Malcolm, that's true. You never said that. You never put that on the nation.
But Malcolm, let's not act like the Arabs on no side don't.
All of them don't. See, that's what I'm saying. You can't throw everybody in the same bag, bro.
Can I share something?
Can I get my second question?
Wait. Let Will finish.
Yeah, let Will finish.
All right. So I think I don't know who it was earlier that said NOI doesn't follow Arabic.
That was me. It was Big Z.
So if you guys do not follow the same thing, but Arabic is what the Quran is written in, then what laws do the NOI?
Well, let me explain that. What I'm saying is that there's Muslims in China, there's Chinese culture that seeps into the way they practice and do their thing. There are black Muslims in America. We do our thing, right, and where we devote our do our thing is a little bit different, right? There's Arab Muslims. There are people who live in Arabic countries, 17 Arabic-speaking countries, and they all don't don't even understand each other's dialect sometimes. So it's different cultures, and I use the burqa, the all black with the eyes covered out that you see more in like Iran and things like that, like in Saudi Arabia. That's not in Islam. That's not written in a book to say you must wear that. That is a part of their culture, where they live at, how they do their thing. So it's a difference. That's what I'm trying to say. That's all I was trying to say in that standpoint.
How y'all doing?
Can I wait. We'll still answer the question.
The reason why I asked because Brandon knows, like, I don't debate the Bible. I'm a Christian person, so I don't debate the Bible. But I actually stood around and listened to That's Not in the Bible yesterday. So from what I've heard from Brandon, Captain, I'm gonna butcher your name, so I'm gonna say Captain Taz.
Yeah, you just say Cap. That's all. I'm fine with that.
What I've heard from Cap is they said that they're going to the source. So if Christianity branches off into Lutheranism, Catholicism, all these different type of denominations, and they said that they go to the source, then if they're saying that the source of what they're reaching at is saying that the word dabara is saying to beat, then why is there so much conflation behind it?
You want me to deal with it, Zima? You got it.
No, I was, I think was, it's multifaceted. I believe what's going on. I believe what's going on is, in one sense, we're hearing, right, and this is just like I said, what I'm hearing. I'm hearing that it sounds like there's a part of the Quran in which is in debate, right, on the actual meaning of it, right? And I think we're all getting to an understanding of the meaning, and that there is translations and things of that nature. But I think what's going on is that part needs to be denounced, in a sense, right? But you're not going to get a Muslim to denounce any part of the Quran. So I think that's one part of the battle. I think the other part of the battle is, the brothers feel attacked in the sense of, it sounds like they're saying the Nation of Islam, if a brother was to ever smack his wife and come to the mosque, we by the law of the Quran can't say anything to that brother, which is 100% not true, because in the Nation of Islam we have rules of conduct and restrictive laws, and that is one of them. The Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad came to reform the black man, and in that reforming process with the Quran, he told us, if you feel like hitting your wife, you might as well leave her, because it's better to leave her than to put your hands on her. And so it's like, we know what we're taught because we go through it every single day. But it's almost as if somebody else is trying to tell us what we go through and see every single day. I've been in the Nation of Islam since I was 10 years old, 11 years old. I'm 33 years old. That's what I'm trying to say. So it's like, for somebody to say, oh, this is how it's supposed to, this is how it goes, this is how it sounds. Again, I don't think that's what Cap and them is saying. I don't think that's what the brothers on this line is trying to say at all. But that's how it's coming off. And then, of course, you got the back channels and the comments. So it's just looking crazy. We're looking crazy. And that's the... And I mean back channel, I meant the comments. So I think that's the issue. That's the issue. I think a lot of factors are factoring in. Again, I've had the same position since I've been on this phone. I'm here to have the conversation. We're all here to learn. Again, I don't want us to leave this line yelling and screaming at each other, right? Because the people are gonna look at, right, the brothers from the Israelites and say, damn, man, we screaming on the brothers. And then they're gonna say, damn, the brothers getting screamed on. And then the people gonna leave still confused. So I just want to put that back on the table, that we're trying to get to an understanding and not get into an argument of physical that has nothing to do with that.
Yeah, and I can understand why y'all separate yourself from the Arab world, because the Arabs don't have the respect for Elijah Muhammad that y'all have. So I understand that.
Shit. He shot a blow.
Nah, he ain't shooting no blow. He ain't shooting no blow, right? That's a real statement he said.
That's real shit. The Arabs don't fuck with Elijah Muhammad. They don't fuck with them.
But that's okay. We're at that. That's not
Jews
nothing.
Don't mess with you like that. Hold on, bro. Wait, hold on. So it's separation.
But Wack, that's in everything, though. Wack, that's in Christianity. That's in Islam. That's in Bloods and Crips. That's in everything. It's always gonna be.
Gonna be my question.
It's in everything. It's in everything. Now we
they don't respect the Nation of Islam.
We're not gonna. No. We're gonna say this. Let me correct that.
They don't respect Elijah Muhammad. They don't respect the Nation of Islam.
Wack, let me correct that. There are Arabs who have a disagreement with one of our points in our teachings. The minister has went to Arabia not once but twice and has battled on this point many of times with them. The point of Master Farah Muhammad. Do we believe that Master Farah Muhammad is God? That is the point that they don't believe.
Yeah,
they don't believe in that.
Right.
And again, that's okay.
That's the white guy, right? Farah Muhammad. That's the white guy.
Wait. Wait a minute. Wait. They saying Farah Muhammad is God?
Yeah, that's Allah in the flesh. Yeah.
Yep.
Nah, y'all can't do that.
Who says that?
Who said that?
I don't know.
Well, the Christians believe Jesus is God in the flesh. So what's the
No, they don't.
Yeah, they do.
No, we don't.
They do. dog in the fight. But they do not say Jesus is God.
Hell no, you can't run. Come here, Wack. Let me see something.
I'm not running nowhere. My daddy's a pastor.
They do believe that though, Wack. There are Christians. Now, Wack, there are Christians who believe that though, Wack. You can't say that.
No, they do not.
No. Hey, Wack. Yes, they are. There are Christians. Yes, they are.
In all fairness,
not all Christians. Not all Christians.
In all fairness, some
nobody has ever said they nailed God to the cross. It was always Jesus Christ.
Hell no.
It was the Son of God.
Right, it was the Son of God, right.
Let me get in there.
The Son of God. That's correct.
It's the Son of God. Come on, y'all can do that.
Let me get in there.
Hold on, let the brother get in. Let the brother get in.
Let me get in when you get in. You're talking about
Go ahead, bro. No, let's go, bro. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, bro, this is what I'm saying, and I ain't gonna lie, I've never known that somebody was referring to another human being as God himself. Right? Right? I've never that's look.
What Muslims are we talking about there?
Hold up. But wait.
If he was God, okay. If he was God, here go my question. Then what do you call his mother and father?
Damn.
Hey, Wack, Cap, I told you Wack be doing this shit, Cap. I told you, Cap, Wack be cuddling.
Wack be cuddling. I've never asked that question.
If he is God, then what do you refer to his mother? Because it seemed to me like his mother and father should have enough significance that we would even know their names. I don't think we even know.
We don't know nothing of Father Muhammad. The argument is he's white, he's from New Zealand, he's Arab, but we don't know nothing of Muhammad.
Not from New Zealand, no sir. He's not from New Zealand.
No, I'm just saying, bro, because I've never heard.
So what's his mother and father? Like his mother and father must be like.
Before we move on, are we off the point of the striking? Are we off that before we get into this? Because this is going to turn into another thing. I'm not running. I'm just being real. I'm being real. So we gonna get all right. So we off the striking. So we on this now.
Yeah,
this is another 4-hour room. Cause this is another 4-hour room. You know that, right?
Hey, Zim, I know you would like to get off with that striking shit.
No, I want to stay in it. Wack came in and we got there.
Hey, we gonna let Wack get it. One mic.
I was just getting gas, and I ran into a dude. Pet boy, he say no pet boy.
Yeah, that's brother Jimmy Muhammad. Yes, sir. He just called me.
I ran into him. I said, brother, let me ask you a question. My internet was out, so he couldn't hear y'all. We at the gas station. He at work. I said, yo, they saying that one of you guys' things is 3 steps. It's the warning, and then pleasures, take away the pleasures, and then to strike the woman. And he said, I've never heard of that. Right? So maybe, I don't know. Maybe that's not something that a teacher.
Because I don't think it's something that they teach, and that's what we was pointing out from the gate. That's not something that they teach.
What you were saying don't teach it either, though. What you would know, but what he was saying, my brother was saying, was if you saying the book is law and it's written in the book, whether you teach it or not, this is a law that you guys stand on.
Right, that's correct.
He's saying,
but what y'all are dismissing is that is not from the translation that we read. The translation that we read.
The translation is irrelevant with the definition of the word.
Wait, real quick. Hold on, real quick. And Ankh, you wasn't in here when they broke it down. They broke the definitions down and all that, and they still
came up with the same definition.
No, sir. Y'all still
Yes, we did. I even put up 2 links. The link up at the top further substantiates
So is it true to say, so we can move forward?
That word meant shun or stay away.
Nah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Hold on. Hey, Wack. Real quick. Hey, Wack. Hey, hold on. Hey, one mic.
Everybody relax.
One mic.
One mic on Wack.
Look, if the military says we launching an airstrike, that ain't keep the missiles away. That means drop your motherfuckers. They gonna hit something. So this is what I'm saying. This is what I think was going on. It's division within the religion And I think maybe somebody's teaching, whoever believes in that book, whoever authored that book, maybe that's their thing, but I don't think it's the Nation of Islam thing. But if it's written in the book, and did we find those words? Strike?
Yeah. Yeah, we found it.
Written in
Check
the book.
my PTR.
Hey,
Wack.
PTR is cut and paste.
Oh my God, you sound like you quacking. Quit calling his name so much.
No, I gotta quit. I gotta let him. I gotta talk to him.
Hey, maybe that's true to say that.
Let him finish.
Maybe it's wrong.
I get it, but God.
In the book, hold on, one mic.
I'm trying to. I got the receipts though.
Come on, bro.
I got the receipts though.
One mic, bro.
You don't know how to act, boy.
If it's written in the book and certain Muslims don't follow that particular author of that particular book, we can't say it's not law because it's written in the book. It may be not. It's just law to those that follow that teaching, right? I mean, is that an equal medium? Because if the words is there, they there. And strike means strike, bro. Y'all can't say.
Hold on. Listen, is it not written? I can live with that. No. Now, Wack, it is one Quran, different translations. That's that again.
Wait, hold on, bro. How the fuck? Wait, bro.
What, Wack? This is what I'm saying. Wack. Listen. Wack, listen to what I'm saying. Wack, listen to what I'm saying.
People is changing the words of the Quran.
The Holy Quran is written in Arabic. It's written in another language, right? Yeah. So now you Wack 100 reads it and then he translates it in English. Yeah. So and some words don't translate 100% fully into English. Some phrases they don't go into English. So again, it's still a translation of a person's interpretation of what they read it. So
check this out.
I'm not denying that. I'm not denying that in the Bible. I'm not denying none of that. All we saying is that okay, we see the word. Yes, the word does say strike. We saying that the word strike means smitten. It means strike with nothing less than a toothbrush. It means remove from. We could get into the word semantics of English all day. That's what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, listen. We don't want to leave the line, Wack, with the interpretation, because there's a lot of times people say, all right, let me ask the black woman. What we don't want everybody to leave with the mind is that a Muslim man can beat your ass and then bring the Quran to the brothers and we don't beat his ass.
Yeah, the Muslims said it means strike.
That's what we trying to say. That's what we trying to say, right? We don't want no woman on this line to think that Nation of Islam, Sunni, Shiite, any of that. We don't want no woman to think that any Muslim man can beat you up, come to the mosque and tell us you got beat up, and we say to him, okay, brother, it's in the Quran. We not jacking it.
We said the same thing, though. We said the same thing.
Wack is speaking. Come on, y'all. Y'all have to meet up with Wack is speaking.
Your position has always been to protect the woman anyway. So with saying that, we get a nation that, but we got to get an Israelite brother that is written in there. That don't mean y'all follow that.
Okay, hold on. Is it not written? Is it not written in the book of Ecclesiastes? One mic on Gorilla Hebrew.
Let Alizar get in there. Let Gorilla.
And who's that talking, man? Let that nigga talk. He got something to say. Nigga might be telling me my wife cheat, nigga. What you saying?
No, because I ain't been saying nothing all day. Hold on, bro. Just 1 second.
You ain't the only one that ain't said nothing, though, bro.
All right.
Daryl Lights was supposed to speak next. That's what Wack said.
So anyway.
Up after him.
So anyway, here's the point that everybody's missing. We know, and like Captain Zariak has been iterating, Captain Katazar, Officer Shapat, has all been iterating up here very clearly is, we know the Nation of Islam does not teach that.
Right.
But the book does. So because the book does, and because your leadership has already came out and said y'all are Israelites, has already came out and attested to the divine inspiration of the Bible, why don't we just go on ahead and get rid of that Arab book,
that's right,
Arab culture that teaches us to be things, and come back to who we are as the Israelites in the Bible.
That's right.
Hey, Wack.
Let me say this to you, Wack. Let me say this.
I'm listening.
Look, because everybody, real quick, we got 700 people in here, and everybody's quick to jump on the mic. Wack, if you want, you can set up a one-on-one with me and Captain Tazari. We right here, right now, bro. We can't talk. I can't speak. You talking right now, ain't nobody gonna say shit. Anybody come off their mic, shoot them, or y'all shoot them. Go ahead, bro.
I mean, everybody ain't qualified to talk on this. You feel me? So, to my brother Tazaria, we know that you don't know Arabic, right? So when I read what I read to y'all even misinterpreted what I read to y'all.
I read it first, actually, Malcolm.
No. You completely misinterpreted what I read.
No, I read it verbatim off the site, and then I provided another site that further backed up the point, because you said, because this is what you said. You said because that word...
Cut me off. Go ahead.
I thought it was just us two that's supposed to talk. That's what Wax said.
I was called emotional in the other room when I did that, but go ahead.
Now we over here now, y'all.
Yeah, I thought it was just us two talking, but since you need...
Okay, go ahead and talk, y'all.
Let's go.
Go ahead and talk, brother. No, you got it.
Yeah, so what I'm saying is the Quran gave qualifying factors on the word daraba, and does it say beat or strike your woman? So I heard Brother Kataza make the statement that the definition is the definition, but there are certain factors in the language, because y'all not dealing with the language, y'all just going off your own interpretation. There are several factors like the preposition of the word. Y'all don't know the preposition of the word daraba, right? That changes the meaning and changes the context in the Quran. And this is what I'm trying to get y'all to understand. Y'all just want to go strictly with the hard language, but when we understand these different nuances, they change the actual meaning of the text. Y'all don't understand that.
You done now? I appreciate it. So now what I did was provided 2 links, one of which he read. And when he read the link with the... You got to talk again. You just asked me to be quiet. Then you should shut your mouth.
No,
yeah, I appreciate it.
I ain't got to shut my mouth because you ain't talking to no sucker.
Come on, y'all. Hey, man, you ain't about to be disrespecting us like that, bro. Like on some real shit, bro. Let him talk.
He just did this whole crying campaign when I interrupted him, and then I said 10 words, and he started talking.
Respect the fucking mouth, bitch-ass nigga.
That ain't disrespectful to say shut your mouth. That's not...
Listen. All right, y'all.
I didn't daraba him. I could see if I daraba him, and then we got to, something different.
I think tomorrow I'm going to hold it with the Crips and Bloods, and we going to show y'all how we supposed to talk to each other. That's
going to be bad. So...
Yeah. Come on, y'all talk. Come on, man.
I appreciate it. So I read both links, one of which you read. I posted the first link at the top. And so you read the bottom part, which fit your argument. I read the whole entire thing. So I'll read it again. So it says, let's examine the 2 main parts of the word again, adrib being an imperative verb and hana feminine plural. A common understanding of Arabic is that the word would mean to beat someone, which is certainly the form aru Dob Hana, I'm not an excellent Arabic speaker, is encountered in the Quranic text verse of 4 and 34. Another well-accepted understanding of Arabic is that adrib can mean to turn away, shun, separate, and avoid someone. Daraba, by definition, before they finish breaking it down, says to strike, smite, stamp, beat, to liken or strike, to cite, to draw or cast, to pitch on, to stamp, to set up between, to separate, striking, smiting, journeying. This is also confirmed by the Lexicon excerpt below, where we note that daraba has been rendered as turn away, leave, forsake, abandon, avoid, or shun. So again, that fit. I'm not finished. I'm not.
Yeah, I want to use.
First of all, it's only supposed to be me and him talking, not you. You're supposed to get shot right now.
I was supposed to speak 30.
Right?
He's out of here. Go ahead.
I thank you. I appreciate it. So now, that part fits their narrative. It says the argument is usually advanced that as the preposition and is absent from the particular text in the Quran, the word aru, adrib hana, cannot be rendered as shun, turn away, and therefore must retain the meaning to beat them. There is no similar comparison of the Quranic term in that form in other parts of the Quran, which goes to Malcolm's point when he started bringing up other points in the Quran where it says, strike this rock, strike this, or strike that. So this link wasn't good enough for them, so then I provided the link that's at the top that anybody can go to, because he said because it doesn't say what to strike with, it can't mean to strike, like hit somebody, because that's his I guess, understanding of Arabic language. So when you go to the link that's right at the top, it further quantifies the word daraba, and then it just says he means towards the animals and hit them. It doesn't say what he hit them with. It just says he hit them using the same word daraba. Then it says I hit hard. I struck 2 blows using the same word daraba. So at best, like Wax said, depending on who's teaching the Quran is what you're going to get as to if it means turn away or separate, or if it means to strike. If I was to be fair, there's an argument for both sides depending on how you want to argue it, depending on how you use the word. In the context of this 4:34 and 35, it means to actually strike them because it's the last form of punishing your wife. Because when you read it in context, it says, men are, this is so ayat, however y'all pronounce it, Surah 4 and 34. Men are the protectors and maintainers of women because Allah has made one of them excel over the other, and because they spend out of their possessions to support them. Thus, righteous women are obedient and guard the rights of men in their absence under Allah's protection. As for women of whom you fear rebellion, admonish them and remain apart from them in bed. So now you're separating right there. That's the separation right there. And then the last thing is to beat them. Then if they obey you, do not seek ways to harm them. Even the latter part when it says, do not seek ways to harm them. How would you harm them if you're not hitting them? That's how you know it's talking about strike. So when you put the whole thing in context, it's talking about striking them. What other ways are you going to do?
Okay, thank you. Again, you going off your own interpretation, right? Because you quickly running by the information and you made a fatal mistake, right? Because you mentioned with a preposition and idrib, which can mean separate, right? Another well-accepted understanding of Arabic is that idrib and which is a noun or pronoun can mean turn away, shun, separate, and avoid. So when you look at the illustration of Joseph Islam, it said it tells you daraba, the verb, to strike, smite, stamp, beat, to liken the strike. When you go down a little bit, it says with preposition and to turn something away with preposition bayan to set up between or to separate, right? So this is also confirmed by the Lexicon excerpt below, where we note that daraba an has been rendered as to turn away from, leave, forsake, abandon, avoid, shun, right? When you add that preposition, it changes the context. But idribu hana, right, to mean shun or turn away, right? Here we go. We're going to deal with the classical Arabic and the classical Arabic lexicon. Students of classical Arabic and researchers of older Arabic lexicons will note, however, that the preposition on is not necessarily required to render the term idrub huna to turn away. I hope y'all understand that. We don't need the preposition in there for it to even mean turn away or shun or avoid. Okay? So this fact can be attested from the following lexicon excerpt of Edward Lane's. Okay? In this way, the quranic term idru huna can mean to turn away or separate without the preposition on. This certainly seems to be the understanding of earlier classical Arabic lexicon authorities that were scrutinized and cited by Edward Lanes. So what does that mean, right? What does that mean? So that's why y'all keep saying translation ain't important. Translation is important because we got to understand the context in which the person who delivered the Quran, what did he think about beating women? Well, Prophet Muhammad himself, when he was asked, right, when he was giving his followers guidance, he stated, give her food when you take food. Clothe her when you clothe yourself. Do not revile her face and do not beat her. Prophet Muhammad clearly said, do not beat her. Right? And then there are other places where it is said that Prophet Muhammad made mention that those who are the best of you are those who do not beat their women. So we know that during the time of Prophet Muhammad, when he came, that the Arabs were pagans and they were beating their women, they were murdering their women, and they were burying them in the sand. But what did Prophet Muhammad do? He was a reformer when he brought Islam, and he changed that. He said, no, we're not beating our women. That's why there is no account of Prophet Muhammad beating his 11 wives. So that's why I asked the question earlier to y'all brothers. How can Allah have this man deliver a message and a command, deliver this revelation and say, I'm commanding y'all to beat y'all wives if y'all don't act right, but Prophet Muhammad turns around and contradicts Allah? See, he can't contradict Allah if he's a prophet of God. So therefore, somebody's lying. But I don't think it's the Quran. I don't think it's Prophet Muhammad or Allah, right? Because again, that's why the Honorable Elijah Muhammad told his students, don't just read any translations of the Quran, right? Although there are many translations of the Bible, let's not forget that. There's many translations of the Bible. But he said that the best Quran that we should be reading, because it is closer to the Arabic. Somebody help me pull that up right quick in the Maulana Muhammad Ali translation. What is closer to the Arabic is the Maulana Muhammad Ali translation. And that's why I brought it up to the brothers before. I brought it up to you brothers before in a prior room to this. That our translation that was given by our messenger, the most honorable Elijah Muhammad, doesn't teach us to beat our wives. So the brothers who have questions, right, that's why we say we are not beholden to Arab culture, because some of those Arabs strayed away from the path of Prophet Muhammad. So before I end, I'm going to land my plane. I'm going to read the surah in Surah 4, Ayat 34. Men are the maintainers of women with what Allah has given, some of them above others, and with what they spend out of their wealth. So the good women are obedient to Allah, guarding the unseen as Allah has guarded. And as to those whose part you fear desertion, admonish them and leave them alone in the beds. And what does it say? That's why I mentioned it, that when we use it in its proper context, it doesn't say strike them. When you use it in its proper context, what are you doing? You turn them away from what? You're turning them away from wrongdoing. So if they obey you, do not seek a way against them. Surely Allah is ever exalted great. So, brother, no, we're not going to let y'all teach us what the Quran says. The Quran definitely does not teach us that. Prophet Muhammad did not teach us that. Allah did not teach us that. That's y'all teaching that.
Why not just point out?
Okay, no, that's not true.
Can I speak on that and piggyback off?
No, this is supposed to be between me and him. Now, he just went. I should be able to respond to him, and then y'all can go after that if y'all just wanted to be a two-rounder. The site that the brother read from, he quoted James. Who's the cat? James. I'm trying to find it real fast. Here we go. Without an and, I'm sorry. I apologize. The white guy James that he gave that translation for, he admitted the part when it says it's not necessary. I'm sorry, not James. Edward Lanes. That's who he's going to translate the Arab. He's not going to an Arab to translate. To even talk about the classical Arab, he's not using an Arab to translate the classical Arabs. He's going to Edward Lanes, and even Edward Lanes says the preposition "and" is not necessarily required. Obviously, he has an agenda. So when I go to this website, alsafir.com, has plenty different works. Abdullah Yusuf Ali, Marmaduke Pickthall, Arthur J. Arbery, Muhammad Assad, Martin Lings, Mufti Muhammad, all of these different writers or translators of the Quran. Abdullah Yusuf, I'm probably butchering the names. Abdullah Yusuf says to beat them lightly. That's his translation. So he's translating that word to beat them lightly. If I go to Marmaduke Pickthall, I'll put the link in the top after I finish talking. He also says, refuse their bed, and last, beat them lightly. And again, but if they return to obedience, seek not against them means. The other one says, seek not against them harm. If I read the Tahim Urul Quran, says the same exact thing. After you beat them, do not bring any more harm to them. That's why I said earlier before he and I had this back and forth, at best, it's based on whoever wants to translate it to fit whatever they're saying. But there's no denying that that word daraba means strike. That's what it means. And if all of these different translators, I'll go to another one. If all of these different translators, Arabic translators, are saying the exact same thing, I'm not going to argue against that. Because again, I never accused at any point that the NOI teach this at all. All I said was it's in the Quran and it stays there. It's that simple. There is no getting around that. And these are all the, I don't know who keeps on mute. These are all the different Arabic translations that clearly say it means to strike. And when you read the preceding words after it says strike them, it says, then if they obey you, do not seek ways to harm them, because now they've obeyed. So they're no longer rebellious. So now you don't have to harm them. So again, you can argue all day. Like you brought up Muhammad and what y'all teach, which is interesting because they was just arguing about Far Muhammad being a white guy and that being your Allah, and y'all don't teach that. That's fine. But if someone has that Quran and reads the Quran and he sees that he can beat his woman lightly, you can't tell him he can't.
Again, that shows.
I didn't say I landed my plane, brother.
Oh, go ahead, my bad. Go ahead.
So again, all of these different translations, Layli Bakhtar, let me put this link up at the top. Lalia Bakhtar also has the same translations. And this is from one of the best websites to get the Arabic translation. And all of them are saying the exact same thing, that it means to strike. So now I'm done. Yeah, I'm landed now.
Cool. Again, here's another futile attempt to rewrite the language the way you want to rewrite the language. Again, you said you tried to even attack Edward Lane. Edward Lane wrote how many volumes? Edward Lane wrote a 3,000-page volume Arabic English lexicon. And you're trying to rewrite the language. But again, you can't rewrite the language. Nobody has ever denied the word daraba, meaning strike. What we are trying to impress upon y'all is that when you change the prepositions or not using the context of the time, then you're going to come up with the word strike. But again, the word daraba has over 100 definitions. So you can't just take a few definitions outside of the context of what was going on at that time. And that's the problem, right? Y'all say this is what it is. This is what it is, but you don't even understand the context of what was going on during the time of Prophet Muhammad. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense that Prophet Muhammad would contradict Allah. So how do we explain that away? Because when we actually do the research, the translation of idribu as to strike in this particular verse is founded upon nothing more than the authority of the hadiths of Abu Dawood and Mishkat al-Masabi. That this is what adribu means in this context. So the prejudices and environment of the early commentators of the Quran, which led them to assume that to strike given the overall context of the verse, was the most likely interpretation of the many possible interpretations of a dribble. Right? So again, y'all trying to argue with us, but we want to deal what's closest in context of what was going on at that time. And I'm going to end with that.
So anybody can click that link at the top. That link that's at the top will take you to a website. He keeps saying I'm running from translations. I'm not running from translations. The Israelites have been the only one focused on the definition of that word, which I don't know about 100 different meanings, but it has about 25 different meanings. So the only thing you can go by is the context. And when you click that link, you could select the surah you want, the verse you want. Then it has the language for anybody that speaks a different language other than English.
Excuse me.
And then you have another thing that says, I'm sorry, R&B, go ahead.
We have a sister on the floor. She says she is a Muslim and she speaks Arabic.
Didi.
She wanted to say something.
Yeah, can I please speak? Daraba means, it means to strike, but in a light feather. So you guys have to understand when it comes to the Quran, you have to read the beginning of it and the middle of it and the end of it, not just make a translation. So the brother Malcolm was speaking is from the Hadiths, right? So the Quran is Old English, like Old Arabic, right? Where it has many translations to it. That's why there's the Hadith. Darab means to hit, but to hit in what sense? Where it doesn't make a mark, right? The first ones were the separation. Yes, you have to separate. And this is something that your wife does against the family in the household, and the man is the head of the household. With that being said, you separate yourself from her, right? Separate beds, no intercourse, and so forth and so on. And if she keeps continuing doing that, you hit her with a feather. No mark. You cannot leave a mark, and she cannot bleed. So your translation, darab is strike, is you're actually hitting somebody hard. So that's
no. Hold
Thank
on,
you. So now, what she just did.
Hold on.
No, go ahead, what?
Hold on.
What's up, man?
So let's make sure we're hearing this right. When you say to hit with the feather, you are saying that not to hit them hard.
Mm-hmm.
Not to hit them hard, but that's like the last resort, because you have to understand.
Second, third, and last, we're saying the word feather is symbolic.
Right.
Not hit them hard,
You just give them a baby tap.
Right. So listen, I'm glad this was said. Right. That means it justifies hit. However the hit is.
Right.
She don't represent us.
I'm not justifying it.
See now, Whack. You see this? Why we right back to where we started. And again, one second, lady. Our whole point this time is not that the NOI teaches this, right, but that the book called the Quran allows it. And this Arabic woman just co-signed it. Whether you say lightly, strong, medium,
I speak Arabic.
Okay, no problem. However you want to word it. Whatever language you are, whatever language you speak is irrelevant to me, other than you telling the truth in this conversation. Right. That's why I said in this link, and I'm glad as a woman, maybe y'all listen to it as a woman because maybe a man, it don't sound right. But if you click the link at the top, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 translators of the same term that are coming to the same conclusion this lady just came to on the stage. And what Malcolm said is what I expect him to say. That's not what we do. Nobody ever said y'all did it. We just said if you say the Quran is for the black community, and the brother picks up that Quran and he knows it says I can lightly or any type of way hit my woman, and you punish him for it, you are a hypocrite in regards to the Quran. You're not a hypocrite from the rules stated from the NOI. You're not a hypocrite from how you follow the Quran over here in America. But you are a hypocrite from the classical way that was written.
No, we're not a hypocrite.
You are.
Can I share something?
No, hold on.
Hey, that's just like saying, all right, but
we just killed y'all tonight. We just killed y'all.
Also in the Bible.
Okay, well, let me. This is it.
You just killed John.
This is it.
No, that's what you came for. He came for a kill.
Got it.
No, you didn't.
That's the intention.
Hey, one mic.
For 2 hours, man.
Come on, real quick, because I was really having this back and forth with the brother. Real quick.
Yes, sir. Can I share this, please?
Real quick. Let me just say this real quick. Can I just say this real quick?
Cooking all night. All right.
Go ahead.
Check this out. You have to look at the Quran and other areas where it talks about dealing with women, right? So Surah 4 verse 19 says, "O you who believe, it is not lawful for you to take women as heritage against their will." Right? That's one way of how we handle women. Nor should you straighten them by taking part of what you have given them, unless they are guilty of manifest indecency. And treat them kindly. Furthermore, then if you hate them, it may be that you dislike a thing while Allah has placed abundant good in it. Right? So there's no justification for treating a woman unkindly. Even if you hate her, it may be that you dislike something that Allah has placed abundant good in it. Furthermore, another verse, Surah 2, verse 231. And when you divorce women and they reach their prescribed time, you got two choices. You can retain them in kindness. You can keep her as your wife in kindness, or set them free with kindness. Either way, if you let her go, you have to do it in kindness. And
bro, we talking about the six.
Bro, we about to get it.
Nah, you dancing, bro.
No, I'm not.
We are talking about thou shalt not kill. We don't give a fuck. We addressing should you kill. The 10 commandment, the 6th commandment of the 10 commandments says thou shalt not kill. We ain't talking about what they say before or after. We addressing that. And yes, we know there's some things in there that probably says how you should treat. But this is one thing that they isolating on how they're saying you guys are justifying an act that you can do. Like you trying to, you taking this shit somewhere else that we ain't over it.
Can Gorilla Hebrew get in real quick?
Because Malcolm said something, right? I can be heard?
Yep.
Yeah,
we can hear you.
Malcolm said something about we got to understand the context of the time, and he's correct. And this is why we need to go to the Hadith.
Can I land my plane first?
Hold. I'm talking, my brother, if I could, right? Because we have to look at the context of the time. So if we go to the Hadith, right? Sahih al-Bukhari, right? Book 77, Hadith 42. Now watch this. This is a situation where you have the Prophet Muhammad interacting with a domestic violence situation. Let's see how he handles this, right? Narrated by Ikrimah. Rifa divorced his wife, whereupon Abdur Rahman bin whatever the hell is, I ain't gonna read all that, married her. Aisha said the lady came wearing a green veil and complained of her husband showing her a green spot on her skin caused by beating. It was the habit of ladies to support each other, right? Because this was a regular thing happening, so they're supporting each other. Let's keep watching. Keep reading. So when Allah's messenger came, Aisha said, I have not seen any women suffering as much as the believing women, meaning it was very common for the Muslims to beat their wives. Look, her skin is greener than her clothes. When Abdul Rahman heard that his wife had gone to the Prophet, he came with his 2 sons from another wife. She said, by Allah, I have done no wrong to him, but he is impotent, meaning he couldn't get it up, and is as useless to me as this, holding and showing the fringe of her garment. Abdul Rahman said, by Allah, Allah's messenger, she has told a lie. I am very strong and can satisfy her, but she is disobedient. So what is he saying to justify the fact that he beat her? That she's disobedient.
Right.
Exactly what the Quran says. Right? But she's disobedient and wants to go back to Rifa. Allah's messenger said to her, what is your intention then? No, it is unlawful for you to remarry Rifa because, of course, according to the Torah, if you divorce a woman and she becomes another man's wife, you can't take her back to wife. Abdul Rahman has had sexual relations with you. Then the Prophet saw the 2 boys with Abdul Rahman and asked him, are these your sons? And Abdul Rahman said, yes. The Prophet said, you claim what you claim, that he is impotent, but by Allah, these boys resemble him as a crow resembles a crow. So he countered her claim of his impotency and justified him physically abusing her by saying he's clearly not impotent because he have kids. so we can clearly see a point in time in documented history where the Prophet Muhammad mediates a domestic violence situation, and he justifies it because of her disobedience.
That's not scripture.
Very clearly,
that's not scripture.
Can I finish? Can I finish my point, y'all?
And I knew they was gonna say that, Gorilla. I knew they was gonna say that.
And y'all could attempt to say that, but there's over 800 people in here, and everybody knows what's going on except you.
Okay, but we can counter that too.
But you cut me off.
I can counter that too.
Hey,
so, hold on.
Gotta get a big mic, bro.
All right, you gotta let him defend it. You gotta let him
counter that.
Let me get some too,
right?
Let me get.
Hold on. Allah's messenger was also extremely perplexed by the fact, which seemed paradoxical and dissonant to him, that a husband could first beat up his wife and then at some point afterwards also embrace her, sleep with her. He said, how does any one of you strike his wife as he strikes the stallion camel and then embraces her or sleep with her? This is Sahih al-Bukhari, Kitab al-Adab's Hadith. So we know that the Hadith that I just read, according to Muslims, is Sahih. This is soundproof, right? I don't know what you read, but according to Muslims, this is like this.
I read Sahih. I quoted it when I first read it.
Cool. So how do we reconcile it? Because in one place,
hey, Gorilla, can you give him the where you read it from again?
Say it again, Gorilla. Real quick. Sahih al-Bukhari. It says book 77, Hadith 42.
So he read from a Hadith.
Okay. So how do we reconcile it? Because I didn't read that one and another one.
I got the key. I got the record. I got the record. I got the whole thing right here. You know, the Quran was revealed over 23 years.
No, we gotta make sure we say what the brother just said, because the brother just said he's reading from Sahih, and it's soundproof. So if it's soundproof, Al-Azhar is reading from Sahih, which means
and
that's soundproof.
I got another one.
So you saying the Sahih contradict themselves?
I got another one. Let's go.
So it sound like what it sound like if they're both reading. If you hear what Corey is saying, if you're both reading from the same source and you're getting two different narratives, then you are admitting that there's a contradiction somewhere.
Right.
And I've told y'all that. I've been said that. And
wait. But y'all reading from the same. Y'all are reading from the same source. Wait, Malcolm.
I said that from the beginning.
Hey, Malcolm, just think about the timeline. Think about the timeline that we just got right here. As you and I went through our rounds, at the end of that, the lady came on here and gave the translation of the word and what it meant. That's what she did. Now, again, if she would have went with me, if she would have went with you, you would agree with her. I don't have
absolutely not. Like I told you, we are not beholden to their ways. We have debates with them.
See key word you said? See key word you said? You're not beholden to their ways.
We not.
But they had the ways long before you ever got it.
It don't make her a scholar.
Like this is not your what you don't realize is that you're the third. Wait, hold on. What you don't realize is that you're the third-class citizen in this argument. You're taking what you did. What you're doing is you're taking the Ishmaelites. Yes, you are, because you're taking the Ishmaelite. Just hear my premise before you say no. At least understand why I'm saying third class. Yes, you do. Listen.
The Arabs saying third class. Why?
Thank you. I'm explaining. Because you are not Arab. Wait, you have it.
Hey, Michael, hold fast, bro. Hold fast.
Yeah, let him say it.
Thank you.
Go ahead, bro.
Muhammad was the Ishmaelite. He gave it to his people, the Ishmaelites. Even if you say Prophet Muhammad, Muhammad, this white man or Arab or whoever that y'all call Allah, gave this record to Elijah Muhammad, that's in the 1900s. If Muhammad establishes that for his people in the 600s, you're talking about coming after 1,300 years later, after they've already had it, and then trying to remix what they're saying. So you are the second and third class citizen in this argument. I'm not talking about the Arab. Whether she's an Arab or not, that link at the top has that link at the top is translated from Arabs. No problem, but they're the fathers.
Yeah, no.
You're the bastard son that's grabbing onto the.
He speaks Arabic don't means she can do
You say I'm not talking about her no more. You notice I'm not talking about her.
Know what you talking
but you
about,
not,
bro.
What I do know. Wait. Don't spend. You wasting your time talking about her. You wasting your time talking about her, and you're omitting. You're omitting.
What you talking about?
When men start talking like this, they're in their feelings.
Can't do anything
when men start talking like this, they're in their feelings.
Right, so
because you're not listening to what I'm saying. What I clearly said is that Muhammad established. Thank you, Muhammad.
You're not being honest in the fact that the Nation of Islam established protection for black women.
No, I am being honest because I never said they taught it. I've never said
but
that they
that's
taught
what we're trying to say to you. The
I'm
narrative sounds like
the only thing I'm trying to speak. Listen, if the narrative sounds like that, then y'all not listening. My whole argument has never been that y'all taught that. My argument has only been the Quran teaches that.
He's saying that y'all said the Quran is law.
Right, and y'all saying the Quran is law. So if the Quran is law, let's talk about the Quran. We're not talking about nation. I'm not talking about NOI.
Okay, all right. So look, hey, if we talking about law in the Bible, it teaches that it teaches slavery. So is that law? Like, what are we really talking about right now?
It actually says if you steal a man, you shall be killed. But again, in the Quran, that's what we're talking about. I'm not talking about. I would never say. I would be blaspheming if I said the Nation of Islam teaches to beat your women.
Don't run past that. So what's the relevance? You said something about slavery.
It's in the Bible. In the Bible, it teaches slavery.
What would it say, Captain?
But
in Exodus 21:10 it says he said the Bible says if a man stealeth a man, he shall be killed. That's what it says.
Okay, so what's the answer to that?
Can I ask a question?
What's the relevance?
Does not King Solomon say it is better for a man to live on the roof of a house, on the edge of that roof, than to be in a home with a contentious woman?
Yes, that's better than That's better than striking her. Wait, hold on. That's better than striking her.
Right.
But that's better than striking her.
No, it don't say.
Yes, it is. It's better for me to leave out the house, let me cool off, let her cool off, than to stay in the house and then strike her.
Hey, Cap, why he talking like it didn't say to stay in separate beds before you strike her? Like,
right. Exactly.
It says stay in separate beds before you strike her.
And I do want to put in proper context, the Holy Quran was revealed over 23 years.
And the Bible teaches about indentured servitude, not chattel slavery.
Right.
There's a difference.
It means leave her alone in that home and stay away from her. That's what it means.
You talk about in Proverbs, or you talk about in the Quran?
I'm talking about in Proverbs and the Quran. That's what they.
No, the only difference between the two.
It got 3 stages, bro.
Yeah, 3 stages. Right.
You talking about? The third stage.
Yeah, the third stage is you hit her lightly,
like a feather.
But to leave her alone.
Yo, when the wax said that shit sound funny.
But to leave her alone in the bed. But to leave her alone in the bed is not separation. That's not full separation, bro. Denying
but what are you saying not to say what? Like, what do you...
So the Quran says, retain them not to injure them, bro. Treat them kindly and retain your wife not to injure her. So what I'm saying is...
What's the third one, though?
That's what I'm saying. When it says it means to separate or shun or stay away from. Like I said, as King Solomon said, it's better for you to live on the roof of a house than to be in that home.
I know, but see, bro, what you doing? Let me tell you what you doing. You done took us down the street. We done already established there's 3 steps to it.
Nah, Wack.
Warning,
and then full separation, Wack. It means full and complete separation from that.
Strike. Hey, bro, I'm gonna be real, bro. That's
what it means.
Listen, I don't know where you grew up at, but if a motherfucker say anything got to do with a strike, that's an act of contact.
It means full in complete separation.
Strike?
Refusal to maintain that woman, brother, until she comes in alignment with your desire. That's what it means. It's better for you to live on the roof of a house than to be in that home with a contentious woman. No, the Arabic means to shun or stay away from.
In that context.
That's what it means.
That's not what the lady said that reads Arabic.
Yeah, but she not speaking quranic Arabic. She's speaking Arabic. There's a whole difference in that too.
Oh, this shit get
yeah, let her talk though, Wack.
They won't even let us
this
speak.
shit get deep, man. The meaning of shit, they get different dialects, dialect tones, they get me one.
Right, AYG, that's all it means. They're the same thing, blood.
Yo, so this is what I'm hearing, right? I ain't got no dog in the fight. What I'm hearing is we're dealing with a language, right, that has a contradiction to every meaning that it's supposed to have. That's what you're saying?
You could say
somehow,
some words got a bunch of meanings.
No, this is a contradiction because he's saying, when she's saying it means strike, like a feather with a soft,
right, like a little love tap.
She's
know what I'm saying?
He's saying scholarship. She's following.
Hey, you just got.
But everybody following scholarship. Everybody following scholarship.
Let Wack finish talking. Wack can speak right now. Let Wack finish talking.
Scholar you reading from?
Saying it's like, what's crazy? I'm gonna be real, bro. Like today, I believe back in them days, whenever that was written, I believe they meant just the fuck that. You know what I'm saying? But have the mentality might have curved or been changed? Yeah, I believe so. I don't believe the Nation of Islam ever stood on that one in particular, but I guess what it is, I see where Cap going with this shit. Like, he's slick. Cap slick as a motherfucker. I see what he did, right? What he did was, this is what he did. He knows the Nation of Islam has never practiced that. But he also knows that the Quran is something that you guys got to stand on 100%.
And we are.
The point he's proving.
That's correct.
The point what he's
putting him in the trick bag.
What he did was...
He definitely put us in the trick bag.
I know what he's doing.
I know what he's doing too.
I fuck with this dude.
I like him.
He did some...
Hey, I love him. I ain't gonna lie, I love this brother.
I'm putting you in the situation. Hold on, bro. The more you argue this, brother, the more you argue it, the more it looks like you running from what the fact of the matter is. He never said it next...
Can I say something?
He in fact said that you guys...
Let Wack finish.
He in fact said that you guys, the Nation of Islam, you guys teach to protect the women. He don't think you guys stand on that. But because you guys are saying the Quran is law, what he's saying is you guys, in fact, aren't abiding by the law. So now his next thing is, well, what kind of Muslims are you?
Exactly.
Can I say something?
Correct. Hey, everybody is off the
That's perfectly said. Oh, wow, that's perfectly said.
I see where you're going.
That was definitely well said. Just before you do, right? I just want to give y'all a quick reset. We've been in the room for like 2 hours, right?
I'm saying.
And
hold on, the sister wanted to cook them.
No, what's crazy is y'all
please say
put the cap
something?
right.
I'll give you the
Y'all
Brother's been
put the
talking.
cap
She's
right
been
now
trying to
with
talk,
the women.
yeah, and it just make y'all look bad as hell. Like, y'all arguing a point, but still won't let a sister speak.
Let the woman speak. Let the woman speak real quick.
Can I say something, please?
Go ahead. It's on the lady.
Jesus Christ, y'all.
So when it comes to the translation of the Holy Quran, when it comes to the translation of the Holy Quran and understanding that even if we have translation in English, everything does not translate appropriately. And to understand that the translation that you may be reading from, again, is not the translation that we read from. The translation does not say strike. The translation does not have 3 steps that you take with a woman. The translation does say chastise, and I will read to you what the definition of chastise is, because just like in Arabic has multiple definitions of one word, so does English. All languages have that. And so the definition of chastise is, 1, it is to discipline, especially by corporal punishment. Yes. But another is to criticize severely. Another is to restrain or to chasten. And another is to refine or purify. So our translation that we are taught to only read from two translations, which is the Maulana Muhammad Ali or the Isupk Ali translation, because the others have been tampered with. We only read from these two translations, and at the end of the day, if we can't understand that, no matter what anybody says, we're not going to agree. And that's just what it is. We're not going to get anywhere. Period. Because our translation does not say that. That's not what it says.
What's the other translation?
When you speak of
can't hear you, Corey.
Tampering, though, this is the problem with the conversation I've been hearing all this time. Y'all not speaking about the difference between a Shiite Muslim, a Sunni Muslim, a Sufi Muslim. A lot of these clerics in these different versions of Islam had their own objectives. And that's why you land.
This is what the Quran says. The Quran says that some of the verses
I'm agreeing with you.
And some of the verses are allegorical. And so in those hearts who are diversity will take the parts that are decisive and seek to create mischief with them. So yes, as brother said earlier, the definition of dabara or whatever word it was for strike, you have some who will teach it means to hit your wife, and others who will teach that it means to leave them alone or whatever. So in whosever heart there is perversity, they will follow their own desires based upon what is in the book, and that's in any scripture. So yes, some will see that and say, yeah, I can beat my wife, and others will see that and say, no, but we are not supposed to beat our wives. That is no.
Hey, can I respond to that just real quick, right? Hey, if I could, real quick.
Hold on, we got another lady that wanted to speak. Let the lady speak first.
Jesus Christ, brother, like...
Hold on. Captain Katazar, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm about to say, bro, you got here 5 minutes ago. Relax yourself.
I'm just saying, we already know what you're saying, though.
Yeah, I know. You late to the party, though, bro.
What you're speaking about, though, is it's a trick that you put them in. You put them in a trick. You got a question.
This ain't got nothing to do with that, bro. Just hold your peace.
Because there's no wrong or right answer. You're going to always keep saying the same thing. That's
not what I'm going to say, bro. What you could do is just yield for a minute. I appreciate you. Hey, sis, do you speak or read Arabic?
No, I do not speak or read Arabic.
Okay, so what I was gonna say before this cat interrupted me and then let the sister go was we've been in this room for about 2.5 hours. I know you could say that on mute though. So we've been in this room for like 2.5 hours on the same subject, right? I just want to give y'all a quick recap. There are 2 Arab speakers who both came in here and both were in agreement that it literally means to strike. Right. There are multiple translations that all agree with this same context. And now y'all are coming in like a vacuum, not knowing the language, when the first Muslim in here said, none of you are Arab speakers or authorities on this. And yet we had a man in here who was actually an Arab who spoke it and agreed with the point, and then a sister who says that she was raised on it. She speaks this language and agrees and brought up the feather point. So it's like y'all are turning around and try to make it what it's not, when since this whole time there has been more than enough information, evidence, as well as people who actually understand. Hold up. There's more than enough people who understand the language who are saying it means to strike. You just can't get away from it.
Yeah, she came in with some bullshit.
And real quick, I just want to add something right quick.
Because everybody knew what we always agree is that's what it was. But now it's coming down to
y'all was not us.
Yeah.
Okay, can I speak after Corey?
And I'm now about the Arabic.
Brother, your mic. Let's get. Well, I don't know what you did different. We can't hear you like we did before.
Y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Many of them speak the modern Arabic. A lot of them don't speak the classical Arabic. None of them are scholars in the Arabic. Y'all don't speak the Arabic either, right? So y'all can't say, well, they grew up speaking the language. Just because they spoke the modern Arabic don't mean that they are qualified to even break down the classical Arabic. This is what we're trying to get y'all to understand.
Bro, do you speak the do you speak it?
We have a student minister who has a master's in Islamic studies, who can speak who can read the classical Arabic. And that's why is why we trying to tell y'all, just because they're Arab speakers don't mean that they're qualified to break down the classical Arabic. So
my brother is an imam in a masjid.
And what
are you talking about?
What does that mean?
Come on.
That don't mean he's qualified. Is he a scholar?
It's not.
Hold on. See, hold on. Malcolm, hold on. Listen, look. Let
the lady speak. Let the lady speak.
The University of Medina is where he got his scholar from. What are you talking about,
Malcolm,
bro?
don't even get into that argument.
Where's Medina? Hey, Didi, where's Medina?
Saudi Arabia. That's where
one mic on the woman.
Come on.
Please show the credentials. Somebody show credentials.
Wait, so you say Medina is in Saudi Arabia?
Medina is Saudi Arabia, yes.
Prophet Muhammad.
Where's Prophet Muhammad from?
Prophet Muhammad also said 3 generations after me will no longer be up.
He said
it's a lot we can talk about. That's in our world. That's in our world, though. That's in our world, though. We can have that conversation.
Does he speak to Hijazi?
That's why Prophet Muhammad said all the sects that we got going on, all the different sets that we got going on, he already knew this was going to come. They wouldn't be up me 3 generations after him. Hence why we got Sunni, Shiites, all these different translations, all these different things going on. This is the issue. Now, again, I see, Cap, yo, you're a beautiful brother. I see what you did. It's a word thing, man. It's a word thing, bro. We gonna be battling this word shit all night, bro.
You know the crazy part about it, though, Zim? The crazy part about it?
Please?
Listen, this is the crazy part
yes,
about
sir.
it, right? And I'm gonna
yes,
ask
sir.
who, when it comes to the right, who is accredited for writing the Quran?
Quran was revealed.
Whatever the original version was, I know it's
right.
Nobody's credited
in Arabic. The Holy Quran was revealed to Prophet Muhammad over 23 years by the angel Jibril. Over 23 years.
So what I'm asking is, so when they was being revealed, who did the first? I guess I would say translation, right? Who documented it?
It happened after Prophet.
The companions and Prophet put it together.
To put it together. So what happened is,
wait. So you said companions as in plural?
Well, 1 second. Yes, but I'm going to explain to you.
But that means there's room for error.
No, first of all,
when
it comes, hold on, let me finish.
Let me tell you something. If the original, the direct source,
there isn't.
Right, didn't do it, and it was people after him who he may had spoken to or whatever, then there's room for error once it went from the original direct source to multiples. There's room for error.
No,
okay, so let me explain something to you. So what happens is when a situation happened or a scenario happened, a surah was brought down, right? The surah is like, let's just say, a chapter. With that being said, you recited the chapter. So for example, if I give you something to remember, you're always going to remember it, right? And you're never going to forget it.
Well, right? I may
not. With that being said, hold on. Well, like, I'm saying this to say this. I'm saying that to say this, is that there has times where the Quran has been switched and changed. But authentic, original people that remember surahs and recite surahs on a daily basis will know that it got switched. It has been done that. Like, the Quran has been played around with in
it's
a
like
sense where they try
to...
Yeah, but it's never going to be...
What I'm saying is, right, and the reason why I asked the question, because the person that it was given to, that individual is not the actual one that put it on.
But it's not given to
Prophet Muhammad instructed the companions to write this down. So as he's reciting it, the companions are writing it down. That one time that they did it is the Holy Quran, in that Quranic version. Then you have different Arabic different speaking countries who has all different dialects, the way they translate words, all that type of stuff.
Translating Chinese, German, Italian, whatever the case may be.
Like Yemen, like Yemen Arabic is different than the Arabic they speak in Saudi. Like they translate, when they talk, sometimes their words don't translate the same. It's like slang, bro. It's like and then everybody got caught up in that, so we all getting caught up in the slang of what we got going on. But the only way to really do it, this is why I say Cap is an ill brother, when you go back to the Quranic version of it, right? It does have that word, right? But what we're trying to say is right? During that time period, these people were pagans. These people practiced pagan ways. Prophet Muhammad was giving something to these people to correct these people. We're saying, right, because again, I see that it's a weird little narrative. We do not, no Muslim anywhere can use that and be hitting on his wife and using that as a way, because Prophet Muhammad. No, because even this, because look, even in the Quran, right, it says again. The brother brought up the whole thing with divorce. The Holy Quran it says that. Also, in the Holy Quran says, if you have a disagreement with your wife and you can't come to agreement, divorce her. You see what I'm saying to you? So it's like, I get what you're saying in one part, but then he also says before you even get to hitting it, just divorce her. So you get what I'm saying to you, Wack? Like, it's like, I get that one piece, but it's like, we could use the one, and that's what Pitt was trying to say. We could use the one piece in the Bible about the slavery, and then somebody's going to say indentured service, and we're going to get into all that, and you know what I'm saying? We could always take a piece and run with the piece and make it a thing. We just trying to deny the fact that Muslims do not condone hitting the women at all. We don't want that narrative painted on us in any way. We're not standing for, we're not going to come off the stage until that. That's the point, fact.
You can't, look, see, that's what I'm saying. You can say that, but within saying that, then you're saying you're not abiding by the law of that book.
No, let me give you an example. You know, in Islam, it's the first religion to give the rights to women, right? On top of that, Islam is the first religion to give rights to women. On top of that, you know, a woman can divorce her man for being incompetent. So,
I mean, he can't.
What are we talking about?
Well,
exactly.
And that go back to Will's thing. Look. And that goes back to Will's thing, because Will said earlier about that. But look, that go back to Will thing, because when Will asked me earlier about the customs and all that, like the whole women can't drive shit, that's not Islam. That's Arab culture. That's the culture of a place. So that has nothing to do with Islam. So a lot of shit that y'all see, right? Y'all think it's Islam, but it's not Islam. It's money, it's bullshit, and it's a culture that seeps into our culture, and y'all think that's our thing. But we telling y'all that's not our thing.
That's a culture that just practices.
Money. That's what that is. That's that oil money.
Because if you look at it, the culture in Africa, being Muslims, the first black female pilot was a Somalian. Right? So with that being said, there's women that drive in Africa that are Muslim. That's Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia is different. In Dubai, Qatar, Syria, Lebanon, they all drive. Yemen.
I have a question for you.
And as my sister speaks about, Darfur. Now wait, watch this. My sister spoke about Darfur. They talked about Islam being enslaving blacks. Prophet Muhammad said to his companions, right? He was talking about the man they used to call player Bilal, who was from Darfur, and he was black, and he's a black Muslim. And Prophet Muhammad told his followers then, because they're coming out of paganism, I don't care if a man is as dark as soot. Soot is dirt, black. Follow him. You see what I'm saying to you? So he knew there was different things going on, whether it be racism, men beating on women, all these other little things. He knew that because they're coming from that. It was a 23-year process of him dropping the Quran, reforming the people. That's all we're trying to say. It's a process, bro. We here now, but we can't go back to then and try to use that like, oh, see, come on, bro, because we can use the Bible and white people use the Bible to do what they're doing today, bro. What are we talking about?
That's right.
What are we talking about? I can't do that to us, bro.
The Bible has incest. Is that okay?
I can't do that to the ox, bro. As much as we do to the people, we can't do that to the ox, bro.
One mic. About incest?
The Bible has incest.
For the lady.
There is.
No, the Bible don't have incest.
Yes, it does. There's multiple cases. There's multiple cases.
The Bible talks about incest.
What case?
Name two of the cases.
There is multiple cases.
There is multiple cases.
Name two.
Bro, hold on. If you're speaking about the Bible, then you have to know the Bible includes every single thing that existed before the Bible even was created. Because first off, Moses wrote the Bible. So if Moses wrote the Bible...
And Moses is a prophet of ours. Moses is a prophet of ours.
No, listen.
Wait, who said Moses wrote the Bible?
Now Moses wrote the Bible? That's crazy. Y'all hear this, right? Now they said Moses wrote the Bible. I thought God wrote the Bible. That's crazy.
They never say God wrote the Bible, though.
Before that, you have to notice that the Quran doesn't Hadith or any other book unless it's related back to the Quran. So everything is invalid. So we're not even talking about all the other books. We're talking about what's quranic that leads back to the Quran. And Moses did not write the Bible. I don't know who that was that just said that, but that's crazy.
That's dumb as hell.
Musa wrote the Bible? Moses wrote the Bible is what y'all telling me.
No. One of y'all people said that.
I want to know who said that.
That was one of y'all people.
I have a question,
bro.
I have a question for the lady. You said that Islam was the first religion to allow women drivers, but
no, women's rights.
Women's rights. Women's rights.
Women's right to drive?
No, women's rights in general.
Women's rights.
What?
Women's rights in general.
Oh, in general. Cause I heard something about driving, so I was like,
I said it was me. I'm gonna tell you what I said. We said human rights, and I used the example of you, because you asked me earlier about the cultures and all that, and I said in Saudi Arabia, for example, when they had the whole thing with women driving, that's not an Islamic thing. That's not something we teach in the Quran. That's a cultural thing that seeped into Islam.
That practices that.
Right, oppression of women. Oppression of women, whack, using the Quran, bro. We're going to call it, listen, whack, if we're going to be on this line, we're going to call a spade a spade. It's a lot of people over there in the Middle East, bro. They use the Quran, they twist and turn it, and they use it for evil practices, bro. There's dirty practice in the in Israelite religion, in Judaism, in Christianity. There's people who twist and turn words and use it for their own practice. We're not going to sit on this line. I don't care who we are. We're not going to deny that. We're not going to deny that at all. We're not going to deny that, bro. No, but that's it, bro.
No, because if we look at Iran, hold on.
That's it, bro. We're going to go square.
I got you. If we look at Iran and we look at how the clerics in Iran rule the country and oppress the women, that's where they twist these words to mean you can beat your woman. That's really been the point.
Twist up. Breaking up, brother.
You in the deep fire. King John, you in the deep fire, beloved.
Brother,
Fight back. Fight back.
All I'm saying is that in the Bible, it ain't never said that you can do incest, though. Whoever said that, they was trying to paint a false.
Now, this is where I see incest. Hold on, this is where I see incest. Correct me on this. You had Adam and Eve, then from Adam and Eve came Cain and Abel. And then from there, it says something about somebody's wife. So either Cain and Abel fucked their mama, or where the wife go?
See, and the most
hold on. Wait, Cap. One mic on Cap.
I'm just saying, where did it come?
One mic on Cap.
You actually
I'm sorry, R&B.
I ain't even talking about you. I'm just over moderating. It's killing me.
No, you had Adam and Eve. From Adam and Eve came Cain and Abel. And then one of them had a wife. So where did the wife come from?
All I know is John condemned incest.
In Christianity, they teach that Adam and Eve was the only people. But when you go in Genesis, the first chapter with the timeline of creation, on the sixth day, mankind was created as a boom of people. That's why when you read it, it told them to go and subdue the earth. Two people can't do that. So in Genesis, the second chapter, when it says Adam was given the breath of life was the law or instructions. You read that in Ezekiel, the 37th chapter, when it says he breathed into their bones the breath of life, and then they came alive. But they was already a people. When it calls Eve, his flesh and his bones, that symbolizes with family or the same tribe. You can also see this when Jacob sees his uncle Laban. Laban says, "Thou art my flesh and my bone." In 2 Samuel 5:1, when the nation of Israel talks to David, they said, "Behold, we are thy bone and thy flesh," because they were all the same tribe or the same people. When Cain left out of the garden, when Cain killed Abel, the reason why the Lord put the curse on him, because Cain said, "Behold, all they that see me will slay me." Obviously, there had to be other people that Cain was afraid of knowing that he murdered his brother Abel. And then when he went out from away from his family, Adam and Eve, he went to a land called Nod and got a wife. So there had to be other people there. And then he himself built the city. So when they teach
you, the only one ever broke that down.
He broke his dad in your Bible. So when they teach the narrative that Adam and Eve was the only people, that's just because they want to manipulate you. But there's no such thing as one man, one woman. Otherwise, we would have a bunch of retarded kids, because that's what it would breed. So
and the most honorable Elijah Muhammad has similar thing where he says that Adam and Eve represent multiple people all over the earth. So we all in agreeing on that. You see what I'm saying? You see how we agree, bro?
Yeah, no, listen, we're going to agree on a lot of things. That's why I said this whole argument wasn't about the Nation of Islam at all. It was only about the Quran, but because y'all follow the Quran, y'all took it personal. But this was never about y'all. I worked with y'all.
It was a line up out the gate.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
It was a strange lineup.
I had y'all packed up because y'all
I mean, it says NOI in the title.
We've seen that for the 2 hours ago.
I know how to debate. I've been debating a long time. I whip Polite's ass. All them conscious community niggas, I beat all them niggas.
You ain't beat nobody from the street.
Look at the title. It says
that's a fact.
I won't face the light. Wait. The light being symbolic for Israelite. Also, the light being won't face the fact that the Quran is some things in there that they really don't follow. So therefore it can't be the law.
Right. That's correct.
But striking your wife is not a law. Like, that's not
no, it's in the Quran. It's in the Quran.
Don't kill is a law.
It's in the Quran. It's in the Quran, and that's something that the NOI they don't condone striking the wife.
But it's stuff in the Bible. The Ten Commandments people go against.
There may be stuff in the Bible. Listen, the butt stuff in the Bible. You're probably right. That doesn't take away from what's in the Quran. You probably right.
Also in the Nation of Islam, we also teach that we are taught to study every book that was sent down from the prophets. We are taught to study all religions and the books that come with them, and don't make no distinguish between them.
You know, it's interesting that you said that, because if you go back and read the Bible, you can never read the Quran, because that's how we kind of got here. Because we was talking about it.
He's bugging out right now, man. Wait, I just got a question. It says, ask them if Muslim is an Arabic religion, written in Arabic, and the Arabics are the ones that brought the law. How is it that the Nation of Islam is saying that the Arabic Muslims are wrong?
I'll answer that.
I'll answer after you.
Yeah, if we're going to be honest, the original Arabs were black people. They were called the Al-Ariba. The people who eventually migrated into that area and converted to the religion are called the Musta-Ariba, right? So I give an example to you, Brother Watt. Okay,
me, goddammit.
I'm giving you an example though. This is an example. This is an example, right? Wack is not known for beating on his wife, but the shade room put some in the article that talks about some domestic stuff, but we know based on Wack's behavior and example, he's not known for putting his hands on his wife. So if we like Wack, we mess with Wack, then we gonna be like, no, Wack ain't like that type of person. So what we are saying in regards to Prophet Muhammad, we know historically by all Muslims across the board who had 11 wives, had never raised his hand at not one of his wives. So why would this man be preaching in a book that it's okay to beat your wife? It doesn't make sense. That is a false pretense, and that is not the proper context, historical context.
Brother, not at all. Hold on. You just missed another chance. No, excuse me. You just spoke on who the original Arabs was, and then you went away from it.
Okay,
you didn't mention that those Sabians, the Shebans, or if you look in the Bible, the Queen of Sheba, what kingdom was that? That was in Yemen. These are black people. Wack 100 himself has been to Dubai. I'm sure he's seen the dark-skinned Arabians. You're not telling us the truth about the northerners coming to the south. The original Arabians were related to the Africans. That's why both languages across the Red Sea are closely related. The cultures are closely related. You can find a native Yemeni brother that looks just like an Ethiopian.
Yes, I don't know that. What are you talking about?
But I'm telling you, you didn't speak on that because when you said...
But don't mean I lied, though, brother.
Yeah, but
I knew that already.
I know you know that, but I'm saying you didn't. You should have shared that with these people,
What was your question again?
Hold on. What's the question? Let me read it. Hold on. Let me go to it. Okay. All right. Ask them if Muslim is an Arabic religion, written in Arabic, and the Arabics are the ones that brought the law. How is it that the Nation of Islam is saying that the Arabic Muslims are wrong?
Okay,
Nobody said the Arabic
Muslims were wrong. There's only 10% of Arabs that are Muslim, right? Meaning that the population of Muslims are all over the world. We're all over the world. There's 1 billion Muslims in China alone, okay? With that being said, the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ is a prophet that's Arabic, but we also have prophets that are not Arabic. Abraham, Moses, Jesus is also our prophets. There's about 147 prophets that are named in the Quran. Hold on, there's 147 prophets named in the Quran, but there's about 1,400 prophets that we have. So no, Arabic people are not just Muslims. Like, it's just not the religion for Muslim people.
Where Pitbull at? He ain't in there?
Bull right there.
Where? Why
yes, sir. I'm right
here. Yeah, he right there.
Now we all here because we all.
Well, where the fuck is he at? Why he ain't got a fucking
They didn't give me one, huh? I guess that is what they thought I was gonna boom the room or something.
I'm not worried about that.
Damn, I thought Pitbull had a bean. He been talking about
I was from the beginning, bro.
I know. I was on the beginning. It was wild too.
It's all good.
So Pitbull, you want to answer that question that Wax did?
No, the brothers got it. I'm on mute, man. The brothers got more knowledge than me. I'm on mute. I'm just here. These is my brothers, and they got it.
What was the question? What was the question?
The same question. Want me to read again?
Yeah.
It says, ask them if Muslim is an Arabic religion, written in Arabic, and the Arabics are the ones that brought the law. How is it that the Nation of Islam is saying that the Arabic Muslims are wrong?
We respond. I always say this. When you look at the word Muslim is one who submits his or her will to do the will of God. That's just what it means. His or her will.
Islam means that. Not Muslim.
Islam means one.
Submission.
What can I do? Apologize. Islam is one. Is the submission of his or her will.
Oh, hell no. I ain't asking this shit.
Right? So what I'm saying is, what was the religion of the prophets? What was the religion of the prophets before Prophet Muhammad? You know what I'm saying to you? And they all submitted to God. They all did God's will. So at the end of the day, why we saying it's not a religion just for Arabs is that Islam is a religion of man from the beginning of time. Like even the birds and the bees submit they will. They don't do nothing different. Birds and bees. Listen, a dog ain't about to meow today, bro. He doing exactly what Allah put him on this earth to do. That's it, bro. The sun ain't gonna not beam up today, bro. It's the same concept.
Listen. Because I understand how YouTube works and they like to twist and edit my words, I'm not going to ask it, but it's in my PTR. If y'all want to say it out loud, cool. But if I say that shit, they going to edit, drop a word, all kind of weird shit. It's in my PTR. That's somebody.
No, sir.
Malcolm, can I? Wait.
That's a no. That's a no, sir. I ain't gonna say it out loud. That's a no, sir.
Her name was Aisha.
No, that's all good. It's all good. It's all good. It's all good, Wack.
Yeah, they're gonna fuck you up on that one.
It's all good. No. It's all good, Wack. You don't gotta say that, cause it is touchy, Wack. Yeah. Nah, but that's Wack. That's Wack. That's not true. That's not true.
That's what it says in the Hadith.
Wait, hold on. Who said
yeah, who's the one that want to say it? Don't text it to Wax, say it out loud. You on the stage. Go ahead, talk.
I said that's what it says in the Hadith.
What does it say in the Hadith? Say it out loud.
Hold on, he about to talk. You guys gotta mute up. One mic. Go ahead, Captain Katazar.
No, I wanted the brother Malcolm is on stage.
Yeah, I ain't went nowhere. He wanted I guess he about to say that is in my PTR. I ain't fucking with that.
No, I ain't get to you.
Where's the Hadith on that? Where's the Hadith on that?
Y'all go to when you read the Hadiths, Malcolm. Is there any Hadiths you don't respect or you say is false? That's to you, man.
Man, a hadith is the Quran, bro.
So reason why I asked.
No. I wouldn't ask that, Cap. If you gonna ask it, you can say, is there any hadith that maybe you don't understand or don't agree with?
Yeah, because I want to.
You can't say that because you be trying to line them up to say some shit.
No, I'm not worried about none of that. So
no, the reason why the reason why I asked you that, Malcolm, because I was sent this by a sister, because you were saying that Muhammad didn't beat his wife, and then this sister sent me this hadith. It's called the Hadith Collection, Sahih Muslim Book 4, Hadith 2127, where it says Muhammad beat his wife in the chest. So now I'm going to read this, but I noticed you've been saying all night that Muhammad never beat his wife or none of his wives. So when I read the hadith, this is Hadith Collection, Sahih Muslim, Book 4, Hadith 2127. It's a little long, but I'm going to read it. Well, I'll try to get down. It says, I'm going to start where it says, whatsoever the... I'm going to start. He said he stood there, and he stood for a long time, and then he lifted up his hands 3 times, and then returned, and I also returned. And he hastened his steps, and also hastened my steps. He ran, and I too ran. He came to the house, and I also came to the house. I, however, preceded him, and I entered the house. As I lay down in the bed, he, the holy prophet, entered the house and said, why is it, O Aisha, that you are out of breath? I said, there is nothing. He said, tell me, or the subtle and the aware will inform me. I said, Messenger of Allah, may my father and mother be ransomed to you. When I told him the whole story, he said, was it the darkness of your shadow that I saw in front of me? I said, yes. He struck me on the chest, which caused me pain, then said, did you think that Allah and his apostle would deal unjustly with you? Now, this is what a sister sent me. This is Hadith Collections, Sahih Muslim, Book 4, Hadith 2127. So what would you say to that? Now, again, a sister sent this to me. I'm just reading it because you said that Muhammad never beat his wives. The sister sent it to me. So what do you have to say to that? I'm going to pin the link to the top.
Yeah, and y'all can PTR me since y'all wanted to know where that hadith was.
Y'all can pull up the brother Mac, man.
Yeah, I'm pinning a link to the top because you said Muhammad didn't beat none of his wives. That's the link at the top. Anybody could click that link. He beat his wife.
Yo, Cat, what the brother got in his...
I'm going to respond. Can I respond?
Now, Malcolm.
Wait, hold on, bro. Hold on. Wait. Because, see, I put some shit in my PTR. Y'all quickly denounced it. But what is this in dude's PTR? Captain, Cha? Okay. What is that, bro? Like, where you getting that from? Where you go?
I don't know.
Where you go?
Somebody sent them down.
Somebody Googled.
Hey, what?
See there?
Hey, what? Can I respond?
Don't say see
That's this weird shit.
We ain't got no bid.
Man, I ain't Google nobody. Don't blame me.
Nobody said nobody did it. I just see that's a weird shit.
Yeah, like...
What is that? Like, what is that? Where those words come from? I see it says something 65. Where you getting that? Come on, Mike, bro, because you put it in your... Where you getting that from?
Yeah, I got you, bro. So this is from the hadith that I was talking about earlier, which is why Cap was saying, what hadiths do y'all follow? Because a minute ago, somebody just says that this is the Quran. And it's known inside these hadiths that Muhammad was a pedophile. So if you go...
Yo, you out of line, bro. You out of line, bro. Watch your mouth, bro. Watch your motherfucking mouth, my nigga. Watch your motherfucking mouth.
Wait. One mic. Don't disrespect and no disrespect for coming. Hey, one mic.
Watch his motherfucking mouth, bro. Watch your motherfucking mouth, nigga. Straight up.
One mic. Hey, one mic. We gonna have to play it.
This nigga, fuck you, talking.
Hold on.
I know.
That's what I'm asking. Look,
hey, why y'all gooing though, bro? Hey, hold up, man. Why y'all gooing him, bro?
I've been cordial all fucking day. Y'all niggas some bitch niggas for that shit, nigga.
Let me say something. Hold on. Okay, well, let me talk to you. Bro, where is those words or that, where that, is that coming from where? Where is that?
Hey, bro, stop gooing him, bro.
You understand the problem?
Going zine. Stop going zine.
Hey, look, y'all niggas is bitches straight like that, bro. I'm on that time now, nigga. I'm on that time, man.
You gonna have to relax.
Straight, I'm never...
Relax.
Hey, fall back. I've been cool all day, bro.
Because he gotta relax.
I've been cool, man.
Let him talk, Dean. Let him talk, Dean. Don't grow him. Just let him talk. Don't grow him.
You can understand where I'm coming from.
Y'all over moderating.
I'm trying to understand where he's getting it. Is this some shit he made? Like, where you getting them words from?
I'm trying to explain it. I keep getting interrupted. So I can't read the full Arabic because this is Sahih al-Bukhari 5134 volume 7 hadith 65.
We have everybody mute up.
Why y'all still talking, bro?
We just trying to mute the hot mic.
I appreciate you. So it says this is Sahih al-Bukhari 5134 volume 7 hadith 65. And if this is true, your Muhammad is a pedophile.
But is that in the book? That's in the Quran?
No, it's not in the Quran. And let me tell you something about that. Any hadith that cannot be related to the Quran is invalid. That's the type of bullshit that has been placed on that. He's reading a hadith that is completely invalid.
So
Any hadith that cannot be related to the Quran
Let me explain the difference, right? Yeah. You talk about Sahih Bukhari, right? That's just that's one version of hadith. You have Sahih Muslim, you have Bukhari, you have Nisai, you have a bunch of, and I'm Muslim.
Let the brother Malik speak, bro.
Nah, but Captain Contextual didn't finish though.
Man, hold on, bro. Y'all ain't want to keep doing that, bro.
One mic,
bro. Let the brother talk.
One mic, one at a time. Captain Contextual didn't finish, so let him finish.
Yes, he did, bro.
No, he didn't. He didn't finish. Let him keep going.
Y'all started interrupting me again because y'all getting emotional. Because the problem is y'all think we only read the Bible. Y'all asked, what hadith is it in? Regardless of if you acknowledge this or not, regardless of if you want to say it's Sunni or Shiite, regardless of what religious sect you want to say, this is a hadith. And this
okay, so can I say something?
And no hadith is valid unless it can be related to the Quran.
Let that man finish. Let him finish. No, let him finish. He made a statement. Let him finish.
He just got cut off.
Bro,
he finished, bro.
Y'all emotional as hell. God damn.
Can I respond the way the man said?
Can he just finish?
Jesus Christ, Joe. So once again, regardless of what you want to acknowledge or not, this is a legitimate hadith. This is what it says. And it contains information of pedophilia. I don't know about you. If a grown-ass man deals with a 9-year-old, that's a pedophile. So y'all can get emotional about it if you want. But that's the facts, bro.
All right, now you're captain. Can I rebuttal to that? You done? You ready to get playing?
Who's that talking right now?
This is Marco. This is Marco Bambino talking.
Oh, go ahead.
All right, no, this is what I'm gonna say. Hadiths are not valid unless they can be related to the Quran. You are reading a false book. You probably found that shit on 145th from another nigga that wrote that shit. If it can't go back to the Quran, it's invalid. You never hear nothing about that in the Quran. You talking about a 9-year-old girl. Show me where it says that in the actual Quran. Because when you say the hadith is valid, hold on. When you say the hadith is valid, it's invalid if it's not related back to the actual Quran. You reading some shit that somebody else wrote.
Does the Quran say the ages of any of his wives?
If you can quote that hadith and relate it back to the Quran and show me where it says that in the Quran, then that's that. But other than that, my brother, you are wrong. How you gonna tell me that's a valid hadith? No hadith is valid unless the Quran is written, bro. Come on, what are you talking about?
No, I don't want to cut him off. With the statement that you say, can you just quantify that with that being the criteria of hadiths? That's why I asked.
That is the criteria of hadiths. It's a replica of the Quran.
That's why I asked. So what hadiths do we listen to and what hadiths do we don't?
The ones that I said, if you were listening, you don't have to wait for your chance to speak. You have to listen and don't wait for your chance to speak. I'm about to explain it to you right now. You're not waiting. You're waiting to speak, bro. This is how you listen to it. No hadith is valid unless you can relate it back to the Quran. I don't give a fuck if it says apples and oranges. I don't care what it says. If you can't relate it back to the Quran, it's invalid. That's that.
I don't have a problem. I can agree with you. I just asked.
Hey, yo, I had somebody send me something that might make sense to what he wrote. She said age was calculated different back then, and the customs were too. So if that 9 may have represented another represented something different back then it might not be that. It's just how we seeing it today.
No, I think that was
to be honest with you, to be honest with you, there has been accusations of her being 16 years old, 19 years old, 18 years old. Bro, there's so many numbers that's given.
So you've heard this. You've heard this too. You've heard this.
Yeah, but what we're talking about is the Hadith, right?
Yeah, but
the Hadith has to represent.
Take it to another level.
Yeah, like come on.
Yeah, no problem. But to the brother,
16 years old, 17 years old. That's 19 years old. Come on. So where is it in the Hadith?
So would she still be playing with dolls at 19? Hey, real fast. To the
19 is legal.
That's what we're saying, Rod. Like, you gotta go think about it.
Let's go back to the times of wives. When they was going through the Crusades, they would take on wives or take on women so that they wouldn't be orphans. It never ever said it had to be sexual purposes. So there was wives that weren't sexual purposes, bro. They didn't want children and women being orphans.
Yeah, this hadith says the consummation of the marriage, she was still 9 years old.
But that hadith does not relate to back to the Quran.
So does the Quran say the ages of any of his wives? Like, which one do y'all believe? Because if we had said 19, you wouldn't have had no problem.
Khadijah is older than him. Khadijah was older than him.
Well, I don't think nobody is marrying a real 6-year-old as we see it today.
Bro, these niggas is retarded,
but
bro.
Saying some weird ass shit, man.
Weird ass niggas, bro.
Hold on, no, bro.
She's 9 years old, and she's 6 years old. Make it make sense.
Because what we just did in front of 900 people is got some understanding about this. Well, we really haven't got. Just know this. That's not in the Quran. We can all agree on that, right?
That's fact. Absolutely. Yes, all those hadiths are invalid if they do not relate back to the Quran.
I don't know, the Israelite brothers, that's not in the Quran, right?
No, we agree to that.
That's what I'm saying. So for the 900 people, we know that this accusation is not in the Quran. Now, a lot of people like me, we don't know what the fuck is a hadith.
All right, let me explain this. Let me explain this.
That's all I've been wanting.
Let me explain this. Before you explain the hadith, can you message me like a link to that statement you made? I don't have a problem agreeing with you, by the way. I'm not saying it, but as I posted links for everything that I've said, that statement you made that the hadiths have to line up to the Quran, can you send that to me so I can post it to the top? Because then that gives us a point of reference. If you notice, before I asked Malcolm, before I even read the hadith about Muhammad beating his wife, I asked him, how do they validate it? Because I had just been given that information. So if you could send it to me so I could pin it to the top, I'd appreciate it.
No doubt. I'll absolutely do that for you. Whoever that brother speaking, this is Marco Bambi. But I will say this. That's no different from versions of the difference between the Hadith and the Quran. The Quran is the main book for Muslims. But the Hadiths were written by other scholars, sheikhs, or whatever like that. And you do think about like King James III or whatever like that. Those are like books that are written off, like the offspring books. But if none of those books can relate back to the Quran, then the book that you was reading as a hadith is invalid. Everything has to go back to the Quran, and that's how you distinguish what's foul play and what's legit. You understand what I'm trying to say? That's the only thing. If you don't understand what hadiths are, like as long as you read that hadith and you can find.
Hey, Marco,
you could go.
Marco.
Sorry, brother. Go ahead, brother.
Listen, I'm going to tell you right now. If you don't send that link, got something for you, bro. You should. If you send that motherfucker.
No, what I'm saying, there's other Muslims on the stage too. So it's not just me. Other Muslims will be held accountable as well because they will tell you. Hold on. Other Muslims will tell you that
right here, he only asks a question. Everything he asks, it's a setup. If you got it, you got him. If you don't, he's finna lead you somewhere else. So I'm saying,
I'm gonna tell you where I'm gonna lead you.
I'm gonna tell you if it's not in the Quran, so how are we gonna prove it's not in the Quran?
No, he's saying
if it's not in the Quran, it's not in the Quran.
That says if the
it's
hadith,
not in the Quran.
All hadiths have to be in the Quran.
No, but the hadith that he has is fugazi as fuck.
It's false.
That's what we're trying to say.
Hold on. Look what he's doing.
That's the thing.
Wait, I'm going to tell y'all what he's doing. If you cannot send him something that says every hadith has to be stipulated and backed by the Quran, then he's going to say there's room to believe that this hadith could in fact be true.
Okay, but we get it.
I understand that. Hold on.
One mic.
I'm telling you how it comes.
Wait.
1 second.
One second.
Yeah.
Why am I getting muted? If there's a fake hadith, right? How we're gonna sit there and prove it?
We're not talking about that.
No, but he has a fake hadith. That's fake as fuck.
Hold on, listen. He cannot fight you on if it's real or fake. What he's saying is, how it's written right there, it is a hadith. You guys don't want to acknowledge it because you're saying it's fake. Marco says every hadith has to be stipulated or backed by the Quran. So what the brother is saying is send me that link where that's what that is. If I'm telling you, if Marco cannot produce something that says every hadith has to be backed by the Quran, what he's doing is the same way we beat murder cases. He is creating reasonable doubt. And once that's created, then the conversation is, well, it could be true.
Well,
right.
All right, and I agree with you.
What he's doing, bro.
Can I want to add one more part?
One mic.
Can I please chime in real quick? I agree with 100% because that is creating a reasonable doubt. And to what the sister was saying earlier, what Wack was saying is that the proof of showing that if all hadiths will be invalid if you cannot trace them back to the Quran. So any Muslim on this stage right now can concur with that, right?
No, that's your personal opinion.
No. If you Muslim, you know that you just don't read no books. It's not just personal. That's not a personal thing because
you right, Marco.
Let me get in there.
Hey, that's a lie. It does not matter on the.
One mic on Captain Tazaria.
It's two things. One, the reason why I'm asking for that because I don't have a problem yielding to that. I don't follow the Quran, but I do know that hadiths are subjective. So when you make that statement, if that's the standard, then fine, just send me that.
That's false.
And the reason
they're not subjective.
They are subjective because as I just read that two hadiths I read, one where Muhammad beat his wife, and then Qadis I read a hadith. You disagree? Let me just finish. Just stop interrupting me. When you asked me to yield to you, I did it. So do have the same courtesy. I appreciate it. So now y'all told me both of them hadiths was fugazi, even though I told you hadith where it was from. So now just show me that criteria because that criteria is also in the Bible, which is why we reject the Quran. For us, when it comes to Muhammad, in the Bible, a prophet of God has to be an Israelite. That's according to the Bible.
Right.
So the same way y'all have that criteria that if the hadith doesn't line up with the Quran, then it's fugazi, is why we call the Quran fugazi, because Muhammad is not an Israelite. In Galatians, the first chapter says, whether we or an angel bring you a gospel that we did not teach, let him be accursed. Deuteronomy 18:18 says, a prophet has to raise from among your brethren. That's the Israelite way. So for the Ishmaelites, they can have Muhammad. We're not saying they can't have Muhammad. But you can't connect it to the Quran, to me. You can't connect the Quran to the Bible the same way I can't connect the Hadith to the Quran. That's how that works. So now I just gave you biblical scriptures. Deuteronomy 18:18, Galatians 1:6-8 to substantiate my position. So I'm
and Amos 2:11.
And which one? What you say?
And Amos 2:11.
And Amos 2:11, another one. So now I gave you 3 scriptures to back up my position on why we can't follow Muhammad as a prophet of the God of the children of Israel. So I'm asking for you to give me the source to back up your claim about the hadith. Otherwise, like Wax said, it is an argument that it can be substantiated. So the onus is on you to prove your case. You got it.
Marco, I'm going to be real, bro. Listen,
I totally
Marco,
agree. Are you talking about...
You might have said something because you was being overzealous. you should just say that. Because if you can't go to that, I'm just telling you, there's nothing wrong with just reacting because they playing with a name that I know y'all gonna protect. If you said something that you know you can't prove, bro, just because if you get to dancing,
he gonna eat you up.
I'm telling you, bro. If you just said something because you was a little overzealous, right? Because they speak it on a certain individual, bro, it's just best to just
you're gonna be in the title.
Cut it short. Yeah, just cut it short. But if you can show it, by all means, bro, do your thing.
And then the hadith that Qadazai just spoke about is pinned up at the top. And for the Israelite brothers down on the stage that's raising your hand, we're not bringing no more of y'all up. If y'all could please just listen at the bottom, we got enough brothers up here. Salaki.
Right.
And also, after you bring that source, we're going to have a beautiful reset by the sister R&B, Salaki. So we just waiting on the source, brother. Anybody got Jeopardy music?
Nah, yo, what I got a question. What I wanted to know was the three hadiths that you had. I didn't read those. What I was debating was the fact that if the hadiths
I just
are
need that
invalid.
criteria.
Hold on. All right, go ahead. Go ahead.
Marco. No.
I'm not going to get that criteria. Marco, fall back. Marco, fall back. Get that criteria.
Go ahead.
Marco, listen. Okay, wait, hold on.
Because I'm trying to get clarity here, and it's like, yo, when I'm trying to chime in, you know.
Do you have?
Yes, I do. I have it where it says that any hadith that cannot be related back to the Quran is invalid. Now, the three hadiths that he had, the three hadiths that he was speaking about earlier that I didn't hear about, I don't know about that. But if you want me to post that up, I'll send that link right now. Just give me a minute.
Yeah. Because even though you didn't hear the other ones, if they can be related back, cool. If not, cool. What you gonna put up is gonna show if the hadith cannot be related back to the Quran, it's not valid.
Right. That's what we looking for. Right. That's what you said. So
that's my only thing right there. Like if
the Bible say prove all things, so prove it.
Marco, you need some help, brother.
Yeah, we get if anybody got the Jeopardy music or the sister R&B.
R&B got the theme song. You put the theme song on.
That's the lineup, yo.
Put the theme song on. I sent you on.
I got to put the theme song on.
Don't line it up like that, y'all. Don't do that.
Hold on. I told his ass already.
Yeah, I'm
going to have his ass in the locked room.
Here we go, y'all. Get ready for the
theme song. We phase that out. Marco, you got the shit? Are you ready to take your 6-month punishment?
6 months punishment. This thing is crazy.
Boy,
I got a link for you right here.
Marco, let me tell you what I know, bro.
All right.
No, I'm not Muslim, but I definitely know how they operate. You stepped out there, bro, and if you can't stand on what you stepped out there to say, the fact that certain Muslims have not come off their mic to step what you said is telling me something, but I could be wrong. Your ass will definitely be silenced from debating and speaking for them if you do not put that link. I'm telling you this. They're going to do it in silence in a little locked room. But if you got the link, you got the link. Because if not, what's going to happen is old Cap here is going to go to phase 2 of the demonstration. I'm telling you what's going to happen.
So we're still
looking to stop the bleeding and get you to just say, maybe you was a little overzealous and passionate about the individual that they were speaking on, but you seem to say you have it. I got a sister in my back channel. She's kind of like saying age. She says Cleopatra married her brother. Marriage wasn't for love or sex back then. It was for power, protection, etc. But in that PTR, the word consummation is telling us something different. So Marco, do you got it or don't you?
No, I got a link for you right now. But I wanted to say, because you said something about if I want to. I got the link for you. I got the link. I got the link. No, but yo, I want to say something. I'm gonna stand on what I believe on regardless. So if we talking about this topic right here,
the link first before
the link.
We need the link. I'm sending it to you. I'm gonna send it to your Jack right now. What? Hold on 1 second.
There you go.
Yep. That he sent it.
And Marco, the link does support what you stated. It's not gonna support anything else, right?
Hey, and real quick, I got another Muslim from a different sect who actually says that he wants to validate that hadith. So I'm waiting for him to
Right. He want to validate what? What's in the PTR?
Yeah, he says that he can validate what's in the
What kind of Muslim is he? What kind of Muslim is he? What, is he
So he said that he is an ex-Muslim and he knows this. He says, "Bring me on stage. That girl doesn't know what she's."
Well, hold on. What kind of Muslim is he? And wait, when he come on, we got one question we gotta ask. Before he said he's an ex-Muslim, I need to know what makes him an ex-Muslim. Because if he got any malice, right? Is he saying that he's an ex-Muslim because of things he later learned after the fact? What we need to know. Was his ass banished because he got caught with a pepperoni pizza? What's going on? Why is he an ex?
Part of the question in hand, or was it part of that question in hand thing?
Yeah, because if he didn't did some crazy shit, he can't, speak for him.
Nah, I got you. I'm just letting you know what's in my DM right now.
Bring him up. Bring him up
right now.
But he just saying he's an ex-Muslim and speak for the Muslim.
Yeah,
Hey, Wack, did you get that link?
Yeah, no sweat. It's Eunice though. He's on the stage right now.
Eunice?
Yeah, he's on the bottom right now.
Hey, Wack, did you get that link from Marco yet? Yo, you gonna get it? Be patient, man.
Yo, Eunice. Yo, Eunice. Can you give us some clarification on what led to you being an ex-Muslim? Was that your decision, or was you sent on your way?
And there go a link at the top.
And Marco said, but the link at the top.
Oh yeah, Eunice.
Yeah, what? No, it wasn't. It's because of the hadiths like this that when I found out that Muhammad married a 6-year-old. And that's like one of the reasons why I left Islam, because a lot of the Muslims, they don't even understand their religion, especially like this girl. I'm sure I used to be like her. I used to defend the religion, but once I read the religion and this hadith that you guys are talking about, this is confirmed hadith. Is the Quran backs it.
So how did you confirm it? What
was he kicked out for?
What surah backs up this hadith? Where does it in the Quran backs this hadith up? Go ahead and point it out. Give us the surah, give us the verses and everything. Go ahead, beloved. Give it to us, since you say that this hadith is backed by the Quran. Give us the actual facts and not just what the fuck you coming up here talking about.
Go ahead, Eunice. Let us know what you used to say that this is actually real.
So this is real. You can ask any Muslim.
Which validate?
We want you to validate it, brother.
Okay, so you're not Muslim if you don't believe.
No, nigga, validate it.
I'll validate it.
You gotta validate. Listen, man.
Let him talk. Let him talk.
Let a nigga speak. Let him speak.
I'll put it on my PTR. Just give me 1 second. I'll put it on my PTR.
And in the meantime, where's the sister at? I saw her a minute ago. Listen, in the meantime. Wait 1 second. We got I got like 860 people in here. Yesterday, I took it upon myself to be a representative. Sister Kenya Thomas. She's on stage. Kenya. If you fuck with WAC 100, I want you to follow Sister Kenya Thomas. I'm gonna tell you why. I want you to follow her because I need as many people's notifications to go off when she comes into a room. Sister Kenya Thomas lost her eyesight 2001 because of other medical conditions. So this makes it easier for us to see her and know she's in the room. If a lot of notifications is going off, somebody can speak up and say, Sister Kenya is down in the goo, to pull her up. She is welcome on every 100 stage. Any affiliate of the 100 side, I respectfully ask you to acknowledge Sister Kenya and pull her up if you see her down in the goo. So to make it a little easier for us to know when she's in our room, Please follow her so you will get that notification.
Yep, I just followed.
Put the link up real quick so we can do that real quick.
Let me click this link first and then put her PTR at the top.
I'll put the link up right now. Sister Kenya Thomas, Kenya. She's up here on the stage. Y'all give her a follow. If you're in the room, whether you're in the goo or on the stage and y'all see her, right, please, if you're in the goo, hit us with the chat. Yo, Sister Kenya's in the goo. Y'all need to pull her up, so on and so forth. Appreciate it.
I just modded her so to make it easier for you guys to see her.
Indeed. And now, remember, the brother said that the hadiths has to line up with the Quran, otherwise it's invalid. And so the brother put a link up, and the link says, authentic, weak, and fabricated hadiths, what are the criteria? So let's see if it matches what the brother said, or was he just wrong? So it says, and this is by Dr. Moshin Hardy. This was written in September 2020. I thought he would have showed something like from back in the day or something like that. It says the hadith consists of two parts, the chain of transmission and the text itself. In order for a hadith to be authentic, the isnad has to meet six different criteria. Let's see if one of them is matching the Quran. Read on to learn what they are. As for the matan, it has to be free from any defect or any adherence. If a hadith fulfills all these criteria, Muslim scholars declare authentic. If a hadith does not meet these criteria, they declare it a weak hadith. Hadith scholars sorted out fabricated hadith and included them in specialized books. They preserved these hadiths to remind later generations of Muslims of all the hadiths that were put in the name of the Prophet and how they sorted them out. None of that said what the brother said. Sound like he just Googled the shit, put a link up at the top.
No. I'm sorry, we gotta continue to read.
Let me keep reading.
Wait, hold on. Wait, one mic, y'all. Hold on. One mic. Continue to read, beloved.
I appreciate it. So what it says, I had to scroll down a little more. What is a hadith?
Hey,
what is a hadith?
Hold on, bro. Let this brother talk, bro. Shut the fuck up. Let him read.
What is a hadith? A hadith or sunnah is what the Prophet said, did, or gave his tacit approval. Muslims use the term hadith and sunnah interchangeably. Status of the sunnah. Of the four primary sources of the Islamic law, hadith occupies the second place, next only to the Quran. The two other sources are analogy and consensus. The Prophet Muhammad's mission was to deliver Allah's message to the people, as well as unfold the truth revealed in the Quran. We read the Quran. Muslims believe the authentic hadiths hold a very sacred position in their life, but they do not accord this sanctity to inauthentic hadiths. Authentication of hadith. Muslims believe that Allah himself preserved the text of the Quran in addition to protecting it from any corruption or alteration. Likewise, for hadith, early Muslims took the necessary measure to ensure the authenticity of the hadith. The hadith consists of two parts. I think I read that. The chain of transmission and the text itself in order for the hadith to be authentic. These are the six things. The chain of narrators must be unbroken. None of the transmitters can be missing from the chain of narrators. Each narrator must have heard the hadith directly from the narrator before him. Each chain must go all the way back to the Prophet or any of the companions. The narrator in a chain must be a believer in Islam and of sound character. The narrator should have a strong and sound memory. As for the matan, it has to be free from any defect and adherence. Thus, if a hadith fulfill all these criteria, Muslim scholars declare authentic. Fabricated hadiths. In fact, hadith scholars did their best to identify the genuine hadiths from the false ones. Despite their great care, they could not ensure 100% accuracy. Fabrication in hadith means false attribution of hadiths to the Prophet. The process of fabrication began sometime. You said all right?
Hold on, beloved. Hold on. Hey, y'all, wait. Hey, this pit bull, man. Let the brother continue to read, bro.
Appreciate it. Thank you. It says the process of fabrication began sometime during the middle of Uthman's reign. It reached its peak during the ruling periods of Ali and Muawiyah. I'm assuming that's how you say it. It even continued in later years of Muslim history until the Abbasid period. The fabricators wanted to influence popular opinion and promote their personal interests. Hence, the political factions participated in the fabrication process by coining traditions in the Prophet's name to support their personal positions. Hypocrites also fabricated traditions
traditions in most Muslims' life. One famous heretic claimed before his death to have fabricated 4,000 traditions in the name of the Prophet. Opponents of Islam fabricated hadiths to urge Muslims not to apply the rituals of Islam, such as zakah and the laws of inheritance. Theological issues also created a space for fabricating hadith. Supporters of each theological group convinced people by fabricating hadith in the name of the Prophet. Traders fabricated hadiths to promote their goods. Storytellers fabricated hadiths to attract their followers. I'm not saying anything where the Quran... Wait, I'm sorry. Here we go. This might be what you're looking for. Criteria of fabricated hadiths. Imam Ibn al-Qayyim provided criteria to sort out fabricated hadiths. Moreover, many scholars adapted this after him. So I guess Akeem is the first, but then they fabricated it after him. So we don't know if this is true or false. The hadith is declared fabricated if it contradicts the Quran or contradicts other authenticated hadiths, contradicts the basics of the Sharia, has a severe, aggravated, or grievous connotation, contradicts authenticated historical facts, has illogical connotations, contradicts reality, and does not reflect the words of the Prophet. So
that's all I was saying, brother.
So now let's take the hadith. No problem. So once again, let's use that same criteria. Muhammad beat his wife. The Quran, Surah 4 and 34 says you can strike your wife. He just struck in the chest, which she wrote about. So according to that hadith, it would be valid because the Quran says you can strike your wife.
Hold on. I'm gonna let you land because I was quiet. Let me land this fucking plane.
Who's that talking? That's Marco?
LaGuardia Airport. Let me land this plane real quick.
Who's that? I just want to know who's that talking.
That's Marco. My argument. Hold on, bro. I know niggas don't like to be wrong. But listen, my argument wasn't what you said about the hadiths that you read. My argument was no hadith is valid unless it can be related back to the Quran. You just read that. You have 4 scholars. You have everything. I never argued about with anything that you said. I didn't even hear about what you said prior. All I heard about was people saying that the Prophet Muhammad
and I agree with you. That's why.
And then I heard, hold on, because I let all y'all niggas talk and told my, come on, son, yo. And then y'all trying to tell me something like, yo, like I don't make salats and I ain't do Ramadan when I was 8 years old. Like I don't know this book like the back of my hand. So now I'm telling y'all, like, yo, no hadith is valid unless you can relate it back to the Quran. What did you just read?
Thank you. Listen, brother.
Wait,
Marco, but see, no, it's not crickets. I actually want to hold on, Marco. I actually want to thank you because I was going to win either way. So now here's how I win. I win because
you were trying to win because you wanted to prove that the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam did some foul shit instead of the actual point.
Let me finish, Marco. Just let me finish, brother. You said we read the criteria. It's a false hadith if it doesn't match what's in the Quran. We just read a hadith where the woman speaks about how her husband, which was Muhammad, beat her in the chest.
Is that a false hadith?
It's not in the Quran.
It is not. Wait. See, here's the problem. It doesn't say that. It's impossible. One second, brother. 1 second. The hadith. Once again, now y'all want to argue because we don't.
Come on, we gotta have order though, man. Let the brother land his plane.
Yeah, can I land mine?
We can go ahead and rebut it.
You did land your plane, brother. You landed your plane.
Let him land his plane, man.
You landed your plane. So now I'm lining up. Yes,
who said I landed my plane?
Okay, no problem.
You did.
Just go ahead and
you beating your chest now. At this point, the plane has landed and you decided to beat your chest.
Let him say what he say, then y'all can rebuttal it.
Marco clearly landed his plane. Can you go ahead and go?
Absolutely.
I appreciate it. And then I just want to pass it to Qadazah. I'm gonna be real brief. What the brother just pointed out was that a hadith has to match something in the Quran, not the stories or something like that, but it has to go along with the Quran. So the Quran allows you to strike, beat your wife lightly, whatever you want to say. So by proxy, then that validates that hadith that we just read. Marcus said that Muhammad never beat his wife. The hadith said he did beat his wife, and the Quran says you can beat your wife. Qadazah.
Hey, I appreciate you, Cap. Can you just?
Does that mean that he was the one that
Quran so early?
Hold on, everybody don't need to unmute. I said Qatazah.
So earlier, right? We were talking about the translations or the translators of them that they prefer. You said a name earlier. That name E.W. Lane?
Edward Lane, I think. Edward was the name, yeah.
Okay, so this is Edward Lane, and Edward Lane says, when you read exactly what we were talking about Aisha being 6 years old.
Post the link.
I will. The observation was confirmed by E.W. Lane, who lived in Egypt during the first half of the 19th century and recalled similar instances from his stay in the early 20th century. He confirms, it says, thus we find, who were by no means sympathetic to the Prophet, noted that the fact Aisha was very young at the time of marriage. I'm going to post the link up top for y'all.
Make sure you do that.
This is a valid hadith.
Fact, bro. Where's your actual facts, bro?
The hadith is the fact. The hadith is the fact.
Here's what's amazing, though. The same person who authorized the translation of the Quran that you agree with is saying that this hadith is valid.
Right. Qatazah, check it back.
I see what you're saying, Qatazah. I see what you're saying.
The Quran also allows babies. You can marry babies. That's what the Quran allows. So it lines up with the Quran.
What your dumb ass talking about?
Show your credentials. You got kicked out of being Muslim. You can't even talk.
Fuck out of here.
Yeah, can I say something real quick?
Hey, I ain't got much time left, man. I want to shout out Whack 100.
Nothing about the Quran.
Wait, if I could real fast, I want to shout out the brother Whack 100, man. You have a room anytime. If y'all ain't followed the room, make sure y'all follow the room, especially my Israelite brother. Shout out to R&B. Shout out to all the brothers, especially my man Shapat. That's Officer 5000 Shapat out of Houston, Texas. Shout out to that brother. This was an excellent room. If y'all want to do a round two, I'm definitely down for a round two. I won't be here much longer, but I definitely want to thank y'all for.
Shout out to the
you should put the street tickets. Wait. I want who wants to shout out? Wait.
He was not done. What is going on? Oh my goodness.
Yeah, man. Gee, Monetti, man. Y'all gotta relax, man. Who the brother said I ain't give him a shout out?
No, I was just trying to follow the brother that I was having a conversation with earlier. This is Marco. I want to follow the brother that was.
Oh, okay. Well, that's Captain Tazar. Y'all can That's Captain Tazar.
Now that was Zim in the interoperable.
I think I followed Zim. Well, shout out to Zim. And one more thing I want to say to the NOI. We are not saying y'all do that or teach it. The only reason we brought this up is because if you're gonna stand on the Quran, then you gotta stand on it.
Yo, Cap,
once you disagree with it,
bro.
You said what?
I don't see you on stage.
I'm at the top, I think. But I could probably find you, Marco,
all the way
right?
At the top and
yeah, all the way at the top.
All the way at the top.
All the way.
Yeah, just come up to the. That's where. Yeah, where I'm supposed to be.
That's
right,
Captain.
All the way up.
Hey, brother Captain, what teachings do you believe in? What were you the Bible or you the Quran? Or
Yeah, I follow. So what I teach, like I'm in what's called the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. I'm Captain 13,000 Tazaryak of that organization. My leader is Commandant General Yohana. So we teach the Bible. We teach that the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians are the true children of God, and so that's what we teach. I teach out of Harlem. I've done a lot of debates. You might have seen me on Sanetta's channel.
No, I don't pay attention to those things right there, but
I've debated like Polite. I ran Polite out of New York City, Salakia. But I've debated a lot of people. I recently debated Malik Zulu Shabazz in April in Harlem, New York. That's where I'm primarily at, in Harlem, New York. We got a cookout. If anybody's in the New York area, we're going to be at Marcus Garvey Park this Sunday. We're going to have a cookout from about 12 to 7. It's open to the public. So if y'all in the New York area, for sure y'all can hit me up.
I'll pull up.
Yeah, definitely. I'm looking. Listen, man, all y'all NOI brothers, man, come on out, man, and eat with us and shit. You ain't even got to wear your bow ties and your suits and shit. Just wear some regular clothes.
You're throwing the NOI under the bus about certain things that are in their rhetoric. But your guys' rhetoric in the Bible has a lot of things that are faulty.
Hold on 1 second. Brother said he had a question.
Yeah, I was calling you a minute ago. So my question is, because all this started in a room about the solution to the black community.
Right.
With all this, and frankly, I'm gonna be honest, cheap scholarship that was displayed tonight,
Because, like, you are a scholar, brother. I give you that. But you, in my opinion, my humble opinion, you played a lot of cheap politics to declare yourself winner. I actually expect more out of you. I'm going to be truthfully honest. But with all that being said, brother, at the end of the day, what is this? And let the brothers you winning this argument do for the community?
Okay, so that's a good.
When you do these debates with these tactics.
So I do lectures, right? So I don't just do debates. I do lectures. So I do lectures on the issues between the black household. I've done lectures on child molestation. I've done lectures on the hatred between the black man and the black woman. So the whole reason for my foundation is the Bible, which teaches you how to love your woman as yourself, gives us a moral compass, which is what black people lack. We can have all the money in the world. We can, no matter what we have, if we don't have something that guides us, that gives us an authority, rules, instructions, we'll be destroyed. If we don't even have compassion. So that's where the Bible comes in. Christ said the laws of God hinge on two things: to love the Most High with all thy might, soul, and strength, and to love thy brother as thyself. So once we learn to do those things, now we can bring back the community. So now the Bloods and Crips that y'all was talking about earlier, we go to where they're at, and then they stop being Bloods and Crips. We go to where the drug dealers are at, and then they stop being drug dealers. Like in our organization, you're looking at former gangbangers, drug dealers, thieves, women that at one time slept with a whole bunch of, things. That's why I said when it comes to the NOI and the Israelites, that part we're going to have in commonality. Where we're going to disagree at is the spiritual system, because the Bible is the book for us. The most famous leaders in the Nation of Islam all declared, we're the children of Israel. That's what Gorilla Hebrew brought out earlier. Elijah Muhammad said it. Malcolm said it. Farrakhan said it. Khalid Muhammad said it. They all acknowledge that we're the children of Israel. So if we're the children of Israel and you go into the book and you see we're destroyed for lack of knowledge, that's Hosea 4:6. What knowledge was it talking about? It was talking about the knowledge that will raise us up as a nation. So that's what I teach. So when I come out and I destroy the Quran, I wasn't destroying the Nation of Islam. I was just destroying the Quran. That's the battle I wanted to win, because my people are lost in it. No different than people that say that they Christians. If you Christian, you're only Christian because the white man gave you Christianity and told you Jesus was white. When you go into the Bible, it's the opposite. The word nigga is in the Bible, Acts 13:1. So if they called the disciples niggas and the word nigga means black, what does that say about the Israelites? They was black. Paul was mistaken as an Egyptian, but we're taught that they're white. So the images that they give us, an excellent book is called The Russian Icons, where you'll see that they changed the images of the prophets of the Bible and then made them white and just told us that shit. So it's my job to go out and to destroy those principalities. So that's what I teach. That's what I do.
This is the thing. Let me get this off real quick, Beast, because the brother went for a little while. So as you were speaking, right, it was two things that came to mind. And one was you strain out a gnat to swallow a camel, right? And I know you're familiar with that. And another one was you go to pick the something out your brother's eye, but you have one of your own.
You broke up. You breaking up,
Hey, can I ask you a question, brother? In relation to what you said?
Wait a second.
Yeah. Bro, you just cut him all the way off.
Yeah, hold on. Let King.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now. I can hear you now.
When I said is one is you strain out a gnat to swallow a camel. I believe that's Matthew 23:24.
I'm familiar.
And then the other one was you go to pick something out your brother's eye, but you still have it in your own eye, right?
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember what scripture that is.
Matthew, that's Matthew's, I think, like 18 or something like that. But go ahead.
The reason I thought of that was because I remember that the context of it at the time when I was thinking about it was the Pharisees and Sadducees had changed the Torah and added laws, right, to the Torah to fit their narrative.
Broke up. You broke up again. I don't know if you got a boost.
I don't know why it's breaking up. I got a full bars.
Yeah, we can hear him. No, we can hear him.
Said I can hear you now.
They had changed the Torah and added laws to fit their narrative. So the whole time I've been listening to you, you never put it in the context about the difference between Wahhabism in Saudi Arabia, the practices in, let's say, Afghanistan, Pakistan, all these different countries that have repressive societies against women, where the clerics, who in their version of Islam, literally.
Is it me or is he out?
Nah, it's you. It's just you.
He good. I'm good. You can check your phone. I might have a Boost Mobile phone.
Put it on low. Put it on low if you have.
He might be a little tired.
Yeah. So I might have a Boost Mobile phone myself. I'm talking about him.
And this is where I was a little disappointed with my brothers, because I believe they could have whipped you a couple times. I'm gonna be honest with you. But there were several openings that you could. But that's why I call some of the wins you declared as cheap. Well, you weren't really, you didn't really want to go that deep into what you were saying. You spoke as if Arabic has one version, when a brother that as well read as you know there's several versions of Arabic that go way back, right? And we can go beyond Arabic, we can go to Aramaic. The reason I know you know this is because you're an Israelite, and that's what we do. When we want to go and talk about the Bible, we go to Aramaic. Am I correct,
We're going to save that for part 2. Can we save that for part 2? Because we're going to go down another rabbit hole.
All I'm saying is, I expect you. I'm not going down a rabbit hole. I'm saying.
What I'm saying is, can we please save that for
King, relax, man. We can always have another room. I know somebody else had a question that they wanted to ask.
I was turning that pressure.
Yeah, Captain, I just wanted to ask one question relative to what you were saying when you was talking about y'all go by the Bible. But do you think, just based off of the prophecy that you subscribe to, that eventually we'll reclaim our place in Africa?